All right. Morning, everybody. It is Saturday. My God. It's already the middle of the weekend. It's day 2 of the Tactician's Cup. We also got some other ladder games that we can weave in. The usual shebang. Hope you guys are doing well. What reserved? Morning, Raider. I just went first in a game against Jarvan 3. Wait, what were you playing? That's nuts. We got the Tactician Cup, which is tier 2 all day. And then we got also some patch gaming we can play as well. Patch is developing a little bit. I think people are figuring out more what they can play tempo-wise, but I still think it's very reroll driven. So we're gonna follow along some of the EU. EU is going on day number 3. You guys want to watch some EU, yeah? You guys want to watch more Cup? Watch how the pros are handling some of the aspiring pros. Technically, people in tier 2, not all of them are pros. A lot of them are aspiring competitive players. But we'll see. Morning rain. Quick meditation. Breathe in, breathe out. I've been trying to do that a little bit more because, as you guys know, I'm prepping to play in the Street Fighter tournament for TwitchCon with Box, Emily Wang, and then Skara. We're all on different teams, but those are some of the folks that you'll be seeing. And the thing about playing fighting games is that when I'm under stress, I tend to hold my breath, which is not very good, and then my heart rate spikes. So I'm trying not to do that too much when I'm playing, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it is hard. They played some sick lines yesterday? Yeah, they did. They definitely did. I played Malzahar heavyweight reroll with Max Arcana from first, and I got 90 AP. Oh my God. What up, D-Blade? That's nutty. 90 AP on Malzahar. That's crazy. Yeah, let's watch some EU. All right, let's watch some EU. Let's watch some EU. Okay, so as you guys know, I don't start exactly at the beginning because I need to get some sleep. Yesterday, man, I've been clocking in the hours. I basically ended stream around like 6 to 7 p.m. Around 1800 for those of you guys in EU. And then did some family stuff, did dinner, then practiced some Street Fighter, then did some TFT Academy until around midnight. Then I slept, woke up, and now I'm here. So life is moving along. For the Cup, we're basically catching up with round 3. And we're going to be jumping in for the last 4 games or so. Round 3, I believe they're going to cut players again after 4 rounds. So these bottom 8 players right now have the most they have to make up with. Send is in last place. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Send is at last place. So we'll see what ends up happening. I think they're getting the final scores into the round. We basically started stream just as round 2 is ending. So we just need a few minutes until we get to round number 3 start. Morning, CLE. But we have some pretty good players still remaining for EU. I think right now we have Sova from Poland at number 1. Got a pretty good mix of countries here. Usually it's like pretty French dominated, but I would say that a lot of the top French players are in tier 1. But we do have some good French players still remaining. Okay, hold on. It's that time of the stream. This is Poland. This is Spain. This is France. Oh, I want to say, oh my God. I want to say this is not Denmark. Is this Luxembourg? Luxembourg. No, it's red, white, and blue. What's red, white, red? Oh no. What flag is red, white, red? It's not Switzerland, because Switzerland has the plus sign. Austria? Oh my God, I knew it. It was like somewhere around that area. How do you guys know all this? This is the UK. This is Germany, Deutschland, Poland, Greece, Russia. Where's Burl from? Burl, isn't he from Turkey? Isn't G5 Turkish? Silas is Dutch. I believe white, blue, red is Russia. I believe this is Sweden. I mean, that one's easy, right? It's the plus sign. Double Poland. Oh, the double Poland. All right, let's see if we can get the next lobby going here. Looks like they're getting started. I'm just gonna go ahead and join Kevin Parker's stream. see how Kevin Parker's doing. All right. Where we at? Where we at? So this is day 2 lobbies. Lobby 1, we have, I don't really recognize too many people. We do have 0 cost human in lobby 1. Lobby 2 has Panda and Dalesom, Clemou. Actually, that lobby is really good too. Maybe we should watch that because Dalesom rank 1 EU a couple times. Actually, let me hit this guy up. Wait, hey. What up, Panda? Hit me with that invite. See if we can get some EU action going. Is that human resources, Kevin Parker? The very one. The very one. He did get 11th place. Who did? Who got 11th place? See, let me just add some of these folks here. I'm going to go ahead and just add some of these lovely folks just to make sure. Oh, we also have Uneed? Oh, no, Uneed. Because I was like, Uneed doesn't really play competitive anymore. He's a co-streamer. I know Uneed from Hearthstone, man. Back in the day. Back in the day. The flag is who's 11th player on the leaderboard. 11th place. Who's 11th place? 11th place. Patique. What about it? Austria? No, this is not Austria. Austria is the red, white, red. This, I believe, is Czech Republic. Czech Republic. Boom. Not bad. Not bad. Come on, guys. Give me my prod. You know what? I can't really point to many of these on the map, but I can definitely know the flags. That's step 1. That's step 1. Not bad. What else do we got? What else we got? We got this is Romania, right? Or is that Belgium? No, that's Romania. No, wait. No, that's Romania. Wait. No, it's Romania. This is Finland. And then this is, I mean, I already said Turkey. I think I got all of them. I think I got all of them. Did I miss anyone? There's a lot of French. There's a lot of French still. I think I got all of them. This is, I said Italy, right? I recognize that red, white, and green. Oh, no, wait. This is Italy. Sorry. Oh, wait. What's red, white, green on top? No. Hold on. Hold on. That is Italy. Wait, what is red, white, and green? Oh, my goodness. Holy, I actually don't know. Hungary? Okay. Red, white, and green flags. 13 countries with red, white, and green. Okay. So red, white, green, red is Bulgaria. Red, white, and green is Hungary. That's Italy. I knew that. I did not know that. I mean, this is Mexico because I know that because it's nearby. This is Lebanon. Lebanon's a tree. Oman has white, red, and green. I'm definitely not going to remember some of these. Like, I'm not going to remember Tajikistan. Turkmenistan has a really interesting set of sigils or whatever, insignias. Interesting. Okay. It's too early in the morning for some of the map stuff. 51st place flag for the ultimate knowledge. 51st place? Where's 51? Wet jungler? That's Germany, man. That is Germany. Okay. Let's get started here. We got component Anvils. This is a pretty good lobby. So we have Dalesom, who's rank 1 EU from Spain. He's on Mad Stars or Mad Lions Koi alongside Revan. Kind of part of like the Spanish TFT pro team. See if he can do well. We got Clemou, he was on Fnatic. He also made Worlds before as well. Pretty established player. Although I would say that he still has he's not in tier 1. He needs to get back to that tier 1 level. We have ImpetuousPanda, TFT caster. That's exciting. I want to see if the TFT caster superstar ImpetuousPanda can do it. And then we also have my nemesis on ladder, and he's also your guys' nemesis as well because he was stopping us You and Me from climbing. It's Da Vinci 01. He was also the #1 points earner, I think, yesterday as well. So let's see it. Okay, let me get this overlay up so that you guys can get some fancy information. Panda made day 2. All right, here we go. Boom. And overlay up. Not bad. How long did you stay in Europe for? Did you miss it? How long did I live in Europe? I lived in Europe for almost 2 years. Do I miss it? I miss a lot of things about it. I miss like lifestyle things about Europe. I love that they walk a lot of places. I love public transportation and the affordability thereof. I like the general philosophy of Europeans. Like, I know there's that every country and region has their people who are, you know, jerks and public nuisances and stuff like that. But generally speaking, European people have like they just have proper manners for the most part. And I think Americans do as well, but I just like a lot of the approach that a lot of the Europeans that places that I've been to. I like that they also generally they emphasize work-life balance, even though I don't have any. I just like philosophically that's the case. Like in Germany when I lived there, everything's just closed on Sundays, man. Everything's just closed on Sundays. Like you can't get anything done. So you better get everything done on Saturday because on Sunday, no one's open, man. So you need to like buy all your food and get all your errands done and just make sure because dude, that shop ain't open. So yeah, I appreciate that for the philosophy that they have. It's a little bit inconvenient when you need something to get done on Sunday though. What part did you live in Europe? I lived in Central Europe. I lived in Germany for a couple of years. And then I visited a lot of different parts about it. It was good times. It was good times. So we have Deadlier Blades, AD. So it looks like Dalesom might be thinking about Caitlyn, although he has Jhin pair. I think he's probably going to be going towards Caitlyn Jace, though. We'll see. I mean, his items are not really skewed towards that, though, because, like, if you play Stoneplate and Evenshroud, you're not really trying to play that onto Jace. But you can, though. We'll see. He has the early Battle Academia stacking. It's a Scapegoat with Yitzhak. Yitzhak with an open tier. No item slams. Looks like he's playing Mighty Mech. Pretty open-ended. Probably can play some Janna is what I'm thinking right now, based off the opener with Kabuko. But he also might just playing tempo. It's interesting that I feel like a lot of players still want to play tempo, but I still believe that it's very reroll driven. Panda might be the one playing Janna though. We'll see. A lot of people who open up Janna on their board will try to play into it. We got a Kog'Maw opener. This one is weird. Wraith with tower defense. Wraith tower defense means that you could probably try and play anything that just justifies having Cassante on the board. But that's still not like something really powerful for it. If I'm also in the spot, I want to think about maybe finding ways into like Malzahar or something like that. Oh, wait. You know what actually would be really good for this setup? This setup specifically, he might try to play Star Guardians because of the setup, but I actually think that one of the things that is starting to get more popular is Crystal Gambit with a reroll core. You play 5 Crystal Gambit, and then you just try to reroll a 3 cost, and you could probably try to see if you can play Malzahar. If Malzahar's uncontested, you can try to see if you can play Malzahar with this. Have the target dummy be part of your front line, and then just if you can't hit Cassante, just have that Wraith tie with Malzahar. And work alongside that. I've been seeing that more often. I would like to see some people worked into tournament. They feel okay. Were you in Munich? I visited Munich many times, especially during Oktoberfest time. It was great, but I didn't live in Munich. Sprich du Deutsch? Oh my god, my German's so bad. Und bitte. I lived in France for a while and it was sick. I think France is also great too. I would say that the parts of Paris that I was in when I was boot camping for EWC was good. And I'm going to go visit Paris again soon. But I would love to go to other parts of France as well if I have time. Okay, we have Twilight Assault Shen. Quicksilver as a replacement to Rageblade, which is perfectly acceptable. And we get double strikes. We do have a handful of reroll. I think we have 4 people rerolling. We have also Worth the Wait into... Oh. Wait, Clemou got Worth the Wait Gnar, and he's just selling it for Econ for Cat. So we have Cat Kog'Maw, Shen. I think we have Janna. So that's 4 people rerolling. And then, oh no, this guy's Janna for sure. So then what is, so what's Panda play? Is Panda going to contest it? He might be contesting Janna. So I think we have 4.5, 5 people rerolling, which sounds about right. I think the distribution of tempo versus reroll should be about 5 to 3 or 6 to 2 per lobby, I would say. That sounds about right. And sometimes you might even get 7 reroll per lobby, depending on how it is. Because Dalesom might be rerolling as well. We don't know. I think we need to sort of redefine how 3 cost is played though, because 3 cost is like I consider 3 cost that plays around some 4 cost to be like mid-range, because sometimes a lot of times you're going to be going for 3-star 3 cost, but sometimes you're also going to try to like play around a 4 cost as well. So an example could be how sometimes in heavyweights you're re-rolling for Malzahar, but then if you hit Poppy 2 and you just can't get to a 3-star 3 cost, you're gonna play around Poppy 2, and that applies to a handful of other things. I feel like those are just more mid-range type of stuff. It happens because like a lot of times you are trying to reroll, but you're also open to other different strategies. And I think 3 cost reroll is pretty hard to play unless they're like really OP. I actually think 3 cost reroll is some of my favorite type of reroll to play, because I feel like it's quite dynamic with how you actually approach it. When you play like 1 cost reroll, it's like pretty much the same thing every time. 2 cost reroll has some nuance to it, but I think for the most part it's also pretty formulaic. But 3 cost reroll is pretty tricky across the board, because the thing is, sometimes you roll on 6, sometimes you early 7, and sometimes you delay the 7. Sometimes you even play the slowest 7 and you don't level at 4-1, you level at 4-2. And this is the good version of 3 cost. The bad version of 3 cost reroll is what was like the most impressive 3 cost reroll this set? Let me pull up the planner. The bad version of 3 cost reroll is Caitlyn Jace. Okay, that was never actually that OP. Maybe you know what? 3 cost reroll is never really that. Okay, maybe Ari with Ludens was just like stupid, so you just like whatever, face roll and just you Ari destroy everything. But for the most part, it's never been like really like 3 cost reroll in general has the problem with 3 cost reroll in terms of balance is usually when the 2-star version of it is so stable that you don't even necessarily even need to hit the 3-star in order to top 4. That's when like I think it gets kind of like it's not that interesting. I live in England and it just rains all the time. You know what? I live in Seattle and it rains very often as well. I don't mind it. But maybe it's because I spend 12 hours a day indoors anyways. And I like going outside and I like smelling the rain. It's nice. When it comes to nature, the outdoors, I'm a sniffer. Bloody Malzahar before they got rid of Shadow Clone. Yeah, something like that. Before, but it's like way too stable. But that's like artifact enabled, right? Okay, Panda and Junestone are both playing Janna-oriented comps right now. I don't know if Panda is going to commit to that. Looks like he's actually going towards Kog'Maw, so looks like he's gonna play Janna 2 into Kog'Maw. And then Junestone is that for sure. Clemou is hard committed to Katarina. He's actually playing no scaling Cat, which I'm less of a fan of, but I think it's pretty common in France to just play Cat reroll with even just like a solid one, and you have to compensate in other ways. I live in Washington. I love the rain. Excellent choice. How about the Mariners, huh? How about the Mariners? What an epic game. An epic game last night for anybody who's a baseball fan. There's a few of you out there in chat. They come out of the woodworks all at the same time and be like, oh my God, another baseball fan. Dude, yesterday, the best part about the Mariners game yesterday, ooh, transfer students. Oh, that's Hero 101, never mind. Wow, Dalesom rolled on 6 for Caitlyn 2. This is what I'm talking about. It's kind of, sometimes it's dynamic. Is that the TFT guys were watching the games yesterday. And the amount of stress for 4 hours straight with these guys is hilarious. I mean, I need to show you I need to show you a message from Setsugo. This is Soju. My God, 0.07. He's talking about batting average. I watched 12 innings. Setsugo goes, I watched 12 innings baseball. Unreal, man. Bro, I just sit here and listen to Soju freaking out after every ball on a 0-0 count for 4 hours straight. It's true, man. Every single ball after everything, Soju just freaks out. Just like, oh my God. Holy shit. It's so over. Oh my God, bro, it's over. And just after like one ball or one play of everything, and just for 4 hours, it's just Soju freaking out, man. It's too funny. It's too funny. They're just degen gamblers nowadays. They've always been degen gamblers. Just that, you know, they're right now. If TFT, this is why TFT needs to be in a better state, because these guys are just losing money because instead of playing the game they love and earning money streaming for their career, they're losing money gambling because they're not getting the satisfaction and dopamine hints from TFT. They wouldn't be doing that if they are all loving and enjoying the set. So it's actually like they're actually like losing money. So if you really think about it, Mort Dog is robbing them. Like, not really, but that's sort of the logic that they're working off of. Did they bet on the Tigers? They did. They did. I did not bet on the Tigers, so it was a good night. I did not bet actually at all because sports gambling is cringe. All right, here we go. What do we have? ImpetuousPanda took explosive growth. Explosive growth. Magic Roll. Pile of Champions. Sometimes this gives you a Shen too, by the way. And there's a handful of 2 cost and 3 costs that you can get. If you get Pile of Champions, you get 2 cost and 3 costs, and you get 2-star Bastions. Sometimes it's pretty good. Got a Wet Lotus. Got a Hero 101. We got another one. Another one usually links itself into some of those like builds that really appreciate the double Sterix for Poppy or Kabuko, a double Nashers, Heroic Grab Bag, and Plot Armor. I'm really hoping next set's gonna be good. I miss playing the game. Next set's gonna be awesome. You know why? Because Mort Dog is vague posting. Check this out. You guys see this? I didn't go over my morning like here is like what's going on in TFT, but Mort Dog be vague posting. Oh yeah, it's all coming together, dude. This guy is busting out the Emperor's New Groove. He's busting out the Emperor's New Groove. Not saying shit. Like he is absolutely posting about TFT in the future. I just know it because I've hung out and talked to Mort Dog enough to know when he's getting excited about TFT. He do be vague posting. Doesn't he vague post every set? No. No, in fact, this set he barely vague posted. I mean, he's barely been posting in general. But he definitely does not vague post like that very often. Check daily thoughts. He's very excited. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's time for some. You know what? No, I need to. Holy wall of text. Okay. I'm gonna read that between games. We need content between games, right? Don't read it during the games. Okay, he's gonna go Hemo on Yasuo. ImpetuousPanda. Still streaking, by the way. I actually really like the way Panda played this early game. Obviously, Janna 2 with, you know, the items is a good setup, but a lot of people would like think about when they play Kog'Maw, they don't think about the pathing to get to level 7. Right? I talk about 3-cost reroll. It's all about the pathing of how you get to 7 and set yourself up, because in less ideal situations, you had to do what Dalesom did, which is roll at 6. Roll at 6 with lower odds. 25 versus 40% odds. So Dalesom's in a tougher position. And if Panda has a high roll opener, which he did, he can convert that by playing by playing oh, I think he's actually going to be able to get there next turn. Yes, very cleanly. Ooh, he actually slightly over leveled. No, I think that was, sorry, no. I think explosive growth just gives you 32 XP, so it didn't level at all. But that's like a little bit unsatisfying. Not that they should nerf explosive growth, but if they made it so that level 7 landed cleanly with explosive growth 0 out of 48, I would feel that this just feels unsatisfying. Whatever. Anyways, getting to level 7 is all the all the finesse without feeling like you have to roll on level 6. And now look at him, he's super rich. 101 gold. My God. 111. Is anyone into numerology? There's a lot of things to enjoy here from numerology fans. Level 7, Kog'Maw 2, Leona 2, Clemou, Kata 3. Yitzhak is trying to play tempo, and he's trying to play Sorks. Oh God, I think he's bot 4. I do not think. I mean, you guys hear me talk about it like multiple times, right? I just don't think you can be playing tempo unless you're in a spot like Panda. Like Panda could play tempo from here. Oh wait, he is. He's going level 8. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna reroll on 7. Instead, he's going level 8 for Yuumi. He's gonna try to play Yuumi. Isn't Battle Academia 2-8 contested? Oh man, I like that a lot less. But I mean, he's in a position to potentially do that, right? Like his spot to tempo makes sense. Like you can tempo. You know what? He might even fast 9. Invest into fast 9. Roll. Yes, invest into fast 9. 100%. 100%. Yes. Boo. Come on, man. It's actually no. I actually think it is a fast 9 though. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not? He's trying to lock in the save placement. Fast 9 is dead. It absolutely is not dead in spots like his. In spots like his, it's not dead at all. It's not dead at all. It's definitely not dead. But I think okay, he hit like a reasonable amount. Yeah, like it's a fine play. It's like fine. No, this is safe. This is fine. I think this is like playing for top 4, and I feel like you can play for. I feel like he's in a position to play for first. Like I feel like if I'm watching Wage and Iverson, or I'm watching Setsuko, or Dish Soap, what do you think they're clicking there? I'm like almost certain they're clicking invested every single time. Okay, but he wins this fight. I mean, no, it's also a fight. I think it's one of those things where like I think he took like a B+ line, and I think he could have taken an A+1. But you know what? It's totally fine. Like if he might get like a third, a second. I don't think he's gonna win the game, but like his AVP is still pretty high. Like overall, I think it's fine. The one caveat I have it to is that it looks like Leona is played here. Clemou is trying to play Leona, and then wait a second. Isn't there someone who has Leona? How is this guy ever hit Leona too? No, I'm back out. I don't like this guy is trying to play into a 4-way contest for some of his units. I'm out. I wish that he went for fast 9. Maybe he's going to be able to go for Yuumi 3 though, because if you look at what he's holding 5 Yuumis and he's a dupe. Also, him holding Leonas is griefing the other players as well. They don't know about the RF Army and Golden Quest tech? Yeah. What do you think about, what about K3 Soju? What would Soju do? Soju is pretty aggressive, and Soju would give up 5 first percentage points for 5 top 4 points. Like he would give up 5 points to win to get 5 points for top 3, top 4. That's just like his tendency because he prefers baseline consistency. But I think, yeah, actually, you know what? I think he would take a similar line to this. Because Soju likes being aggressive. He likes being aggressive. He likes spending his gold. He likes being like, I roll on 8s to secure like good placements, and then if I can play for something better than a second or third, I'll like look for it. That's just generally his MO. And that's why he's a pretty good player, by the way. It's like one of his things that he's like, he has high baseline consistency. But the problem is why he goes 8th very often. Sometimes his meta read is off. So his baseline consistency, like he's already playing for top 4, but if he has the wrong meta read, he's actually playing for a top 6. Because sometimes he's not informed. But I mean, that hasn't happened in a while. I think Soju's been doing really well lately. He doesn't like Rocket Grab. Rocket Grab is oh yeah, he took Unstoppable to Rocket Grab as well. Yeah, I actually think Rocket Grab is pretty underrated. I think that augment, if it activates 3 times, it's better than Body Change. So if it activates twice, it's like a little bit worse / better. Like it's like 85-90% of the way there. So if you think about like the fact that you can get 2 to 3 resets per fight with it, with Rocket Grab is already pretty good value. And I think a lot of people would prefer Body Change because it's just 60% HP for your tanks. This is EU? Yeah, EU. This is EU. 6 Sork. Oh, is this Sorcerer Isekai? No. It's fine. I mean, Strategist is okay as well. It's just that Sorcerer would have been better. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Hey, you know what? You can go for the new power-up fruit on Echo. You can go for something 37. I forgot what it's called. Kabuko 3, no Janna 3. Junestone. Junestone can hit the Janna 3, so he ended up going levels. Wait, what is this? Ooh, Chow's got 3-star 3 cost. Yeah. You got 26 gold. It's okay, though. Could be worse. He could be playing Sorks. Sorks is 8th. I actually think Sorks is 8th, not this Janna board. I'm just not a believer, man. I'm just not a believer. As you would, as luck may have it, Caitlyn Jace currently on top. That is mind-blowing to me. You got Udyr playing Mentors. Oh, actually, you know what? Wait, can I actually rewind? No, I can't. I don't think he got Udyr. Sorry, I was busy focused on the roll down here at 4-2, and then we got stun locked by his decision. We actually didn't see the call to chaos. Udyr 3 is not bad. I actually think his spot's not that bad. It's just that he doesn't have damage. He needs Rise 2. Okay, he needs Rise 2. He needs damage, and I actually think that you get off of I think this is correct. I think you need to start itemizing Rise more. I think you need to start itemizing Rise more. And then I guess you just put a 3rd item for Kabuko. Evan Shroud. Atomic is also damage for his Kabuko. Atomic with double Warmogs. He also has Scoreboard Scrapper, so if he can get to top 4, like if he can get to the top 4, he actually like might be able to even do the thing and win the game from this spot. I actually believe in his spot. Zork player somehow won. It's close though. He got Karma 2. That's a pretty big deal. Da Vinci playing Noxious Trap. He's playing Malzahar heavyweights. I did say that you play Malzahar with the Wraith +1, so I think that's what he did end up doing. But he's only on Malzahar 2. Oh, he's on Malzahar 2, Darius 2, Poppy 2. No 3 stars. Junestone hit Janna 3. Janna 3 on 8. Is Sorks 8 or is Ashe 8? No one's playing Ashe, I think. No one's a single Ashe. Dalesom also losing. It feels like a lot of people are bleeding HP here. Can't believe he went for Armor Pen over Stone Plate. Oh, wait. He did. Attempt number 37. Echo 2. What's a little bit sad is Echo as a strategist, you kind of want him in the 3rd row for the damage amp here. I think the shielding is like less important because he has BT. I think I would prefer Echo as a carry in the carry slot. Ooh. Oh, Sorks are definitely 8th. Sorks are definitely 8th. Oh, man. He still has a dupe. Yeah, so that's another thing, too, is that he took 1 buff, 2 buff. And he doesn't have. He still hasn't used a dupe. He's rolling, dude. He's scared. No, hold the line, man. Hold the line, Panda. You gotta hold the line, man. I guess he's rolling to see if he can Leona too. Hold the line. Hold the line, brother. Oh man. Okay, on the low, would you ever just dupe and play double Cassante over something? Double Cassante. Check this out. Check this out. You hit Seraphine, and then you take out Garen Leona 1 and you play Cassante 2. Oh, dude, if Panda loses here, this would be heartbreak. No one died? What is this? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Everyone's at 1 life. Everyone's at 1 life. Where's the webcam? Oh, the webcams are only for tier 1. For tier 2, there's no webcams. Unless you're talking about my webcam. My webcam, I'm here in the top left. I'm here in the top left. All right. Clemou looks like he's the only person that's doing okay. Oh, just kidding. He actually lost twice. Is everyone losing like their matches? Like no one's like 3-streaking except for Junestone. I mean, Junestone might win the game, actually. Like, I'm talking about, like, I said he could go top 2+. Dalesom finally got online. Da Vinci finally got a 3-star. He got 3-star Darius. That's pretty big. Panda has 6 Yumis. He found Seraphine. Okay, so, like, what I think I could have duped the Leona too. That is, I don't think that's enough. I don't know if that's enough. It's going to be rough. Junestone got Stair Gauge onto the Buko. Here we go, attempt number 37. Echo. Let's see it. How much damage does Echo be doing? Man, if he got Sork Echo, this Echo would actually be cooking. Instead, I think this Echo is just a one and done. I think he is super dead. 3 people dead. Oh man, Panda's dead as well. That's sad. That is sad. Panda is dead. Junestone. I think Junestone won the game. Kog'Maw 3, Bastion. Battle Academia. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's time for sleep. Wait. Oh. You're talking about my cam. No, I'm in the top left. Can you rank the best players in NA? I can. Radiant? Rageblade. Whoa. Wait. Where did we get the... Where did you get the Radiant Rageblade from? Am I missing something? I don't think he... Did he play... He didn't play Crystal. He's also losing. Radiant Shojin. Oof. YY1. Oh, we reforged the TG. Oh, wow. That's wild. He reforged it. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, wait. I just realized something. They fixed the skin bug where you can now pick little legends. So I'm like, dude, I'm just seeing cutscene after cutscene. Thank God. Yesterday, everyone was playing River Sprites, and it just felt like a lot less alive. That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. I was like, wait, where did this come from? But I realized he had rolled a dice, and then he got a Reforger, and he reforged his Radiant Thieves gloves. Madman behavior. Ugh. Oh, God, guys. There's like a part of my back that's itchy, but I know I can't reach it because I'm not that flexible. I'm trying to use my chair to like scratch that part of it, but I'm wearing a thick sweater, so it's not working. Oh, now that itch is just like, ugh. Now I'm like hyper aware of it. Oh, Lord. What's he going for? Tankzilla? He's still on Hemorrhage. I know some people think Hemorrhage is okay as well. I think maybe we should try putting Hemorrhage on Cat. I know this is like Hemorrhage is YBY1 approved, but I think in NA people think it's not very good. I can scratch it for you, sir. All right, no worries. Thank you. I'm just gonna imagine A well-intentioned, gentle, soft hand helper is just magically scratching that part, and I'm just going to mentally be okay with the fact that I will never be able to satisfy this itch. Ogmal 3, Jana 3, Katarina 3. Use the door frame. Am I a dog or like a domestic animal just using random objects in the house to scratch? What up, Intranar? How you doing, man? You guys start stretching. I'm okay. As soon as this set is over, because okay, that's not true. As soon as I get back from Paris, I'm gonna start like stretching and doing yoga every day. I used to be pretty flexible, believe it or not. I did gymnastics, so I used to be way more flexible. Oh, and now I'm like losing it. I mean, I can still do some like relatively flexible things, but I used to do gymnastics, and so I need to get back to stretching and doing yoga and stuff like that. Okay. Junestone actually won out. Like I said, man, he made it to the top 4. I just knew it. I just knew it. If they didn't kill him right there, the Janna comp just wins. There's Janna comp. I do think, like I said, the meta is actually not in a bad spot. I do think that Janna is overtuned, and if they just like take Janna down a peg or two, I think it'd be good. I think if you enjoy reroll, then the patch is actually good. If you don't enjoy reroll and you like going level 8 and playing on 4 cost, you probably still think the patch sucks, but Janna is more tolerable. But generally speaking, I don't mind reroll patches.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
If it isn't just the same reroll comps over and over. And I think if Janna gets taken down, it's not going to be the same reroll comps over and over. Close here, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it, man. Huh? My kung fu instructor always taught us to use a tennis ball for weird itches and tight muscles that we couldn't reach. I have like an orange medicine ball. I have like an art. Let me see if I can go grab it real quick for you guys. So I have these orange medicine balls right here that are they're very thick. And they're very dense, so it's good stuff. And sometimes I do this for wrist exercises as well. Just like trying to just trying to like rotate. Like doing this for wrist is good. Sometimes you just like practice finger dexterity. It's just good because your fingers and your wrist need some stretching. So this is just like stuff that has been recommended by some of the health specialists, just to make sure that you don't get too, I don't know, inactive, and you just be better about it. So the old ball tickle exercise. That's what? Some of y'all need Jesus. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and run ads. Oh, let's go ahead and read the more dog thing real quick. We'll do that right after we get back, because apparently there's like a long today's message from October 10th. Oh. All right, more dog. October 10th. Okay, today's a bit of a weird one, but bear with me. I'm going to rant a bit, and doing so explain how you can go through life thinking about things and use that to become a very good systems designer. Interesting. A lot of mornings after I drop the kids off at school, I go to McDonald's and get my wife her favorite meal, a steak and egg, cheese bagel meal with a large unsweetened tea. And then I get a large Diet Coke, no McDonald's for me. Awesome. This comes out to $13.36. Well, today, the person ringing up to me Bringing it up, put it with the meal, having the large Diet Coke and the tea separately. This add up to $13.57. It was more expensive because it got rung up in the wrong order. WTF? Well, it turns out if you order a meal and make the drink a tea, that's a 30-cent charge. But a large Diet Coke is $1.49, and the large tea is $1.99, which is a 50-cent difference. So 20 cents plus 1 cent tax lost because the order was not optimized. Fast food menus are full of stuff like this, where ordering as meals or ordering separate or whatnot can have drastic differences on the price. Easy example is a 2 cheeseburger meal is $11.49. Holy, prices have gotten high. But if you order 2 double cheeseburgers from their value menu, $3.49, second for a $1, and a medium fry and a large drink, that's $10.47 for more food. So you can save $1. Now, in the end, who cares, right? We're often talking about cents of difference. But thinking about menus like this and trying to optimize them will help you understand their systems. And that's the skill set and muscle a good system designer needs. Always be looking for patterns and rules and things and learning what works and where the cracks are. It's a good skill to have in general. Okay, that's it. Jam Day today is a great way to end the week. We're over a little month away, and I couldn't be more pumped. Have a good weekend and take it easy. Well, I kind of thought there was going to be some like TFT-isms. Oh, I guess he said, I want to talk about stuff. Ah. And also, Sephiroth says hi. Meow. I mean, this is more dog dropping his thoughts. So, yeah, I guess, thanks, Mort Dog. I can game the McDonald's menu system. Save $1 is always worth it. I mean, yeah, it's true. That $1 can go towards whatever else you want. If you save $1 a day for, let's say, how old are you guys in chat? If I save $1 a day for, let's just say you stay alive for 10 years, how much would that be worth if I put that $1 on the 500 S&P at the end? You're saving $1 a day for 10 years. 365 days is 33,650 total contributions. The average annualized returns is 10%. No, wait, what? That's pretty crazy. I think that's a little high. Anyways, the formula is FV equals PX 1 plus R over N to the NXT minus 1 over R divided by N. That roughly equals to $5,900, $5,930. Total you invested 3,650, and you total get 5,930, so you net 2,280. That is really optimistic, by the way. 10% annualized return. That is just misleading. You're not getting 10% annualized on average. Maybe if like a literal gold, an asteroid full of gold and NVIDIA graphic chips somehow crash into your country. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. 10% is conservative? No. Oh, I guess you're counting inflation. Oh no, I guess I meant more like just like the expected return on your portfolio. I'm not talking about inflation, but yeah. I guess we haven't adjusted for inflation. Anyways, that's like if you could save $1 a day for 10 years, you could I mean, $5,930. That's like 10 skins in League of Legends, maybe. I mean, they're probably gonna raise their price list, but that's at least like 5 skins. So I don't want to hear any complaining. Start saving. Start saving. All right, Portable Forge. What are we taking here? I think I'm taking... This guy is GP. I'm taking... Oh, I don't even know what I'm taking, actually. Seeker's Arm Guard. All right, Bedge. I mean, I think it's okay. I was thinking Talisman of Ascension. But I don't think there's actually any real Talisman Ascension tech, unfortunately. This guy took Portable Forge. Zonia's Paradox. Heroic Grab Bag. Another port. Wait, Forge, Forge, Forge. Forge again. Dawn Core. Wait, what the heck? I think we have 4 portable forges. Portable forges. If you put Talisman on the mech pod, does it work? No, it does not. If mech consumed artifacts and inherited its bonuses, it would be probably one of the most powerful things ever to exist. A super unit, because you have to remember, a mech is worth multiple team slots. It's actually worth more than like a dragon because it's like committing more pieces to the board to support it. And so you're basically adding like a super unit of super units, and then you're giving it artifacts. That just sounds ridiculous. I guess that's like the same concept as putting an artifact on a dragon though. But if it could do that, that would just be ridiculous. Oh my god. Also, I would not trust the game to actually work in like the proper way as well. It feels like there's probably going to be some bugs with that too. It works with spats. No, but that's different though. Giving it type trading is different fundamentally than having it work with certain artifacts.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
But you know what? That doesn't mean they're not going to explore that design space in the future. Drew B, thank you for 11 months. Like somewhere in the future, they might do that. We got fully adapted Garen. So Garen's going to stack up the tank. This looks like a Yuumi setup. So we have Yuumi. I think whenever I see this, I think Akali. But we'll see if Da Vinci ends up going for that. Is this crew? Probably not. It's probably Janna. No, it might. Well, we'll see. It's pretty open-ended. Panda going for Kog'Maw. Zonia's on Kale. Is Clemou going for Kale reroll? He has no bows. I think he's going to try to... He might try to take a bow off of Carousel and then open up his Anvils afterwards. But I think he's pretty committed to Kale because he sold all of his non-Kale units for gold, and he has max speed. Max speed Kale. I'm going to give you the freest investment advice that took me 30 years to learn. Just buy an index fund that tracks the S&P 500. Don't buy individual stocks. Buy every check, and you beat out 9% of the market. It's true. It's true. It's actually the most sound advice. Do not gamble on individual stocks. Obviously, sports betting, crypto. Actually, I saw some news that there was some pretty sketch, corrupt stuff happening with crypto, and a lot of people got their positions and entire portfolios wiped. Millions of dollars last night. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And then I unfortunately saw some people decide that that would be the last time they ever lose money like that in their lives, in the most literal sense. It's been pretty depressing. You know, my timeline in general just sucks. I think I just like need to just stop looking at bad news. It's been pretty depressing. Yeah. No way crypto is sketchy. It is. It is. But the thing is, some people make an entire killing off of it, right? Like I know several people in TFT and just gaming in general who got extremely lucky. But like, and also like it's like a calculated gamble, but like they got really lucky with their crypto and GameStop and other investments that were like extremely volatile, and now they can focus full time on whatever they want to do because they are effectively retired. So at a young age. How is it sketchy? Because it's hard to regulate. There's a lot of like the decentralization and deregulation of cryptocurrency also creates lack of accountability. So there's a lot of shady behavior and lack of regulation and protection. And so there ends up being, because the reality is a lot of people, and I'm just going to assume that you guys are competent people on the internet, but there's a lot of incompetent people that get scammed and who are like completely misled, and like for them, there's not a lot of protections in place, and so it's very, very easy to reg pull people and do a bunch of other dishonest behavior. Anyways, by the way, Clemou's not playing KO. Looks like he's going Malzahar, and that makes a lot more sense. I'm like, this KO spot doesn't look very good. Plus, he wasn't popping his Anvils. So it looks like he's going to go Zhonya's on Malzahar, and he has Noxious Trap, so that's going to be a lot better. Why on earth would you assume that? Because I'm not going to lie. I know like, as I get older and I interact with older people, watching people try to just understand and grapple with the thing known as their phone is a regular occurrence. You know, I go to like these institutions where I meet older people, and because I'm just, you know, I'm a parent now, so I meet other people and older folks. They just like do not understand how their phone works. It's like mind blowing to them. They're like like I watched someone try to interact with a push notification and struggle for like 20 seconds. They just didn't understand how to interact with their push notification. And they're like, wait, whoa, what happened there? How do I what's going on here? And they like struggle to understand, to like swipe down to look at it. It's just... And these are the people who are like also potentially investing in these kinds of financial instruments that they have no clue what to do, other than the fact that they just keep seeing that like, oh, you should diversify your investments. You know, the dollar has lost a lot of its power. You should be looking at gold and bonds, and then of course crypto is part of that too, right? Like diversify. They have no clue what the hell's going on, man. And it's like dangerous because this is like money that is like easily lost, and you work hard for it, and it's easy to lose it. Investing can be complicated, and I agree investing most of your assets in a variety of index funds or index ETFs is solid advice, but I think investing a portion of your assets in more speculative assets can be a good idea. Yeah, exactly. You know, like my wife is she has outperformed me. Let's just say she has outperformed me on some of her stuff. Like she's the one who told me to buy Palantir years ago. And I look over the other day, and I invested like not that much money at all in it, and I wish I did, and I didn't realize that my Palantir 9x'd. And I went from $100 to $900. I'm like, well, you know, I wish I was actually like smarter about this. I would have like become a bajillionaire. But hey, that's $900, man. That is that's almost 2 T1 skins. So you know what, man? I'm well on my way. I might be able to afford not just this T1 skin about Pike, but maybe the next one too. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Anyways, she's pretty good about that stuff. And so she has a discretionary like portfolio account that she does. And she doesn't hit everything, right? Obviously, but she definitely does her research, and she like explores different stuff. And then I'm like, oh, well, you never know, man. Maybe GameStop and AMC will go up again this time. That's me, man. I'm just like, well, you know what? People are idiots, including me. So you know what? Apes together stronger. Anyways, no, that's not what I do, but like that's like the type of like I try to go off of market sentiment, because I'm personally pessimistic and just think that the market is not rational at all, and I think people are idiots, and I think people are completely impulsive, and like fundamentals don't really matter. Like they do, but like they also don't. So I just like think like, oh yeah, these people are idiots. So like I'll just like take the. So that's okay. Don't take advice. Okay, what I'm trying to say is don't take financial advice from me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like I do believe that people are stupid. So I think people are stupid with their money. But they're much smarter than me on average, but they're stupid with their money. So that's where that's how I approach it. And I think we balance each other out, because she handles most of that. All right, is Panda doing well? He went 6 last game. If you want, actually, hold on. Exclamation point scores. Let me go ahead and pin this real quick. You guys can check it out. I'm not trying to give you guys advice. Please never, ever take financial advice from me or any TFT person for that matter. But I just completely assume the market's irrational and people have no clue what's going on. They just go off of TikTok or YouTube. Like, the fact that YouTube financial influencers exist and still have views to this day is mind-boggling to me. They are the modern form of snake oil salesmen. They have like it's mind-blowing to me that people actually follow that, and the fact that that exists just makes me think that I can capitalize on other people's laziness and stupidity. But that's my fundamental thesis, and that's my core belief. I don't think I'll ever change that, which is why she handles like 80 to 90% of the portfolio stuff. And every now and then I just like, yeah, I just gamble on something. Johnny, no cash. Thanks for the 2 months. Wasn't Soju right about betting Giants on the spread? I mean, the thing about Soju is that he is now, I think he is full-blown addict, and I think he is just betting everything. Like, if you bet everything, you, like, believe it or not, if you put money on every number in roulette, you will hit. That is a strategy. If you literally bet the table, you will hit, and you'll be right sometimes. Don't gamble, guys. Gambling is cringe. Cogmaw 2 on 3-5 for Panda. Looks like he's gonna roll here. 2-star 3 cost. Pretty stable. I think Panda Spot's really good. I think Panda Spot. He has perfect items cog. He has hyperactive, which I think is like fine. Donkor can get for the repetitive casting. I actually like some of the other stuff though, like the Fairy Tale, Surge. I don't think you need Bessa's Boy though with Donkor, because Donkor gets you into basically your goal is to repeatedly cast and spam cast as much as you can. Is he betting on horse races, dude? We should not. Okay, if if Soju ever gets into horse racing, we just need to get him into Uma Musume. He'll save millions of dollars, man. Horse racing is a complete scam. Okay, this guy cashed out. Items. He still has his component Anvils in the beginning of the game, by the way. Full open. Saving millions playing a gacha game? Unironically, yes. And then he also has infinite waifus who will love him back. And I'm pretty sure that like the world will probably be so dystopian that he might even be able to like adopt them or like legally get them into his family or something like that. Like the world's kind of messed up, man. I'm pretty sure that's the way things are trending. Your gacha waifus, you could probably get married to them in the future. For any of you guys looking. I mean, there's literally like ChatGPT AI girlfriends now. That's like it's like sad. But it's true. It's true. All right, so are we pivoting to Akali? Looks like we are pivoting to Akali for Da Vinci. Slowly and surely getting there. So we have Akali, we have the Kog'Maw, we have the Malzahar. Oh, sorry, we have the Yuumi. We have also a Malzahar. We have 2 Akali players here. Akali can probably get away with 1 Nashor's for a bit, but like long term, if you want to like secure your placements, you're definitely gonna need to go for like double Nashor's. There's no way these guys are pivoting to Sorks again. No, this guy's going for mech, right? He's fast 9 to mech. He's only playing multiple Sorks just for the board. Here we go. Fast 9 into mech. Check this out. Ooh. No, because Sriracha will make it hard to see. God. Wait, you made breakfast for me? Thank you. Look at this. I was talking about how you control our financial portfolio. And everyone's like, W wife. She also cooked breakfast. My God. She made me croissant, eggs, and sausage. Katarina 3. He made a Juggernaut emblem. Yeah, okay, it's for mech. Oh, we hit the Yone. Okay. Now I just need to hit mech pilot. Okay, the problem with YY1 spot now is that he only has 2 lives. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He missed. He missed. He only has 2 fruit removers. So he can't miss again without having to do the rotation thing. Is August gonna marry Briar? Is August like in love with Briar? I mean, I thought that was strictly a business platonic relationship that they had. Chouse. 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 It's time. It's time. Oh, that's awkward. That is really awkward. Oh, no. That is not good. That is not good, you guys. You guys, that is not good. Crew, okay. Oh, that for Katarina, that is not good. That is not good. You don't really need that. Oh my goodness, man. This is called the Chaos Augment. Radiant Refractor into Radiant Nash. Okay, this guy's spot's amazing. Cog spot's amazing. Yumi, this spot's like okay, not really. He doesn't have 2-star. This one is awkward, but it could be just a fact, like just the fact that like a couple people's spots are bad. He might top 4. And the Cat 3, I mean, he still has Cat 3 at the end of the day. It's just like the RNG Golem is not great, but he just still might just be super far ahead of some of these other players, and I think the Cat player can do well because I think Cat's still strong at its baseline. Oh god, it's Mech versus the Akali. He didn't even have Mech Pilot. He uses fruits. Uh-oh. And that's an 07. And that's an 07. YY1 is dead. I don't think you can do this with, well, I mean, maybe you can get to 10. Play the 2-star 5 cost, but he's probably not going to get there. What does RNG Golem do? So RNG Golem, who has it? I think Clemou has it. No. Attack. Gives you a random set of items on the Golem. It could be... It's predetermined. It's not like true random. The items do tend to come in like sets of 3, but it picks from like a list of them. You can get like a frontline one. You can get a backline one. Do you guys remember was this this was a portal back in, was it last set or a set before that? There's like RNG Golem. There's RNG Golem, frontline Golem, and backline Golem. Was that last set or was that set 13? I don't remember. Dude, this is so good, man. That was last set. Okay. Dalesom takes the Gwen with the glove. Mech player won a fight. I mean, I personally think Yumi spots are not on average very good. Unless you're really far ahead. And even then, these Yumi games are like, these guys are ahead, and then they just fall off. But he does have fully adapted Garen, so it makes sense. Like, I don't think it's a bad line. I do think that Yumi's just mid. Okay, if you're this close to 9, shouldn't you just go 9? If you're this close to 10, shouldn't you just go 10? I think that's what he's doing. I think he's not like rolling. He's just gonna like wait. Try to win one fight, survive one fight, go to 10. Because I feel like if you just like if you get 64 EXP and you just stay level 9, it's just a waste. You're literally just down to prismatic. Do what at 10? Play another good unit. Do something. Do something with it. Your odds for Yone like double. Wait, you know what? He beat Panda. Hold on a second. I think he's not gonna die next turn. He has to get 7 node to die, and that's not gonna happen. If he gets to the final board and plays Yone 2 and gets everything like that and just play like a regular 7 mech, I mean, you never know. You never know. Kog'Maw 3. The problem with it, I feel like he has a hard time with the Akalis, though. There's so much assassin. There's 2 Akali players and Katarina. Oh, the positioning in this lobby is just such a headache. Such a headache. There's every player either has Jarvan, backline access, even things like the Darius is a problem as well, because if he's on your weak side, it could be pretty problematic. Like, look at this Darius. He ignored the front line and went to the back line. Junestone's dead. Oh, he beat the other Akali player. Okay. Hold on. Pause. Pause. Wait. No. Okay. Okay. Maybe this is a controversial thing, but I think he should have sold the Yone. Oh, wait. No. Just kidding. His fruit's on the Jarvan. Okay. No, the reason why is because he only has 1 fruit remover now. So he can't actually go for a 2 mech pilot because you can't remove both fruits without selling a unit. I thought the fruit was on the Yone. The fruit's on the Jarvan. But he does have another Jarvan. Okay, maybe another controversial thing. Sell the Jarvan. But only when he feels like he's stable. But he hit Yone too. He's doing a different variation of it because he has the karma, so that's also okay as well. Put on GP, I guess. Put on Yone. Put on J4. Missed. Senna. No, you can put on Senna. Put on GP. Oh my god. Now we're dead. Now we have to commit to it. He positioned around the Akali, kind of. Fruit. Use the fruit. Mech pilot. It's too late. No, just win this fight and survive. Or just survive. Also, Akali usually wins by 1. Okay, actually he won. Pretty convincingly. Okay. Hold on. I think we're back. Why he skipped the Senna? I think he's just under pressure. I think it's one of those things where just there's a lot to do. There's a lot of ways you can optimize it, but he probably feels like he's just under time pressure. We had to do it. Okay, so now he got mech pilot on the Yone. Oh, it's on the Yone, so you have to downgrade the karma. You have to downgrade. You have to downgrade the karma. There's no way we play 1 mech pilot. Dude, it sucks. I'm totally with you. It's awful. It's sad, but I think you have to do it. If you're playing 1 mech pilot, isn't that just worse? Okay, you know what? He won the previous fight. Oh man. Okay, he's probably gonna do it. No. He's probably gonna do it if he hit a karma pair. Oh my god. Okay, he's not dead though. He's not dead. That is so greedy. That is so greedy. Is that cat with max arcana? It is 65. Dude, you can't be doing that, man. That's so greedy. Okay, but he still has 1 life. I understand why he did it though, because he's like, I won the previous fights. It's probably fine. I probably won't die. I need to like see if I can get the karma too. So I'm gonna like hold it. Now he has karma, so now we can sell. Now you definitely sell and roll for the 2 mech pilot, right? This is efficient on karma. I'm not missing anything, am I? Am I stupid? I'm not stupid. Right? I might be stupid. What am I not getting? What am I not getting here? Is this guy just not going to play 2 mech pilot? He's just going to play 1 mech pilot? Is efficient better? Going against Kog'Maw 3, Yasuo 3, Swain 3. Just want to downgrade, but you can still roll for the karma. And your mech gets twice as strong. Wow, that J4 is a hero. Wait, that Yone walks all the way to the Kog'Maw. What the heck? Okay, I feel like somehow I think it's a positioning thing. I think Panda unfortunately positioned away for his Yasuo to get aggroed before the Swain. This Swain being here, he was like the second to last to die, and you need him to be in the center. Dude, he might actually barely make it out anyways. But if you don't hit, it's GG. No, you're guaranteed to hit. It's guaranteed to hit. If you have one mech pilot, you're guaranteed to hit 2 mech pilot. Dude, I love the crispy flakes on the croissant. Amazing. He took JG? Wait, why did he take JG? Okay, well, I mean, so you're just waiting literally for 2-star upgrades. Hey, shouldn't we take Death Cap? He took JG? Okay, man. I feel bad. I feel like I'm hyper tunneling on this guy. And just like micro commentating on all his minor mistakes. And it's now it's at him. Now I think everyone thinks he sucks. But like I think I think he's just under pressure, and I think he's just like making a lot of questionable decisions. And they're just gonna add up. But he can still, believe it or not, in spite of all this, he can still win out. He also should put Spark in the mech, I think, over the J4. I think it's more important because if the J4 dies, the mech's no longer shredding for itself. He has the removers as well. It's a lot of like familiar. You know what it might be? It might be he's just not familiar with the line. That's a 7th? That shouldn't be a 7. That shouldn't be a 7. With how close his lobby is, it should not be a 7. That's an unfortunate result. Deserves 7th. It's sad to say, but I think I think he made too many mistakes. It's okay though. TFT is a hard game. It's a really hard game. Mistakes happen. Okay, after watching all of that, I think he just doesn't have experience in the mech line. And because I played like that like 5 or 6 times before I finally understood how to play mech. There's like a lot of small things about mech that you learn as you play it. He probably just doesn't have that many reps on it. Top 2 played correctly. I can see it, yeah. I mean, he beat the Kog'Maw player as well. Like, I thought the Kog'Maw player was pretty strong. Like, I thought Panda was top 2. If he can beat Kog'Maw, he can definitely contend. Maybe the Call of Chaos confused him. Yeah, that's true too. He could also be like tilted. He could just be like, oh my god, I got Call of Chaos, that's so useless. And then like mentally hadn't recovered from it. It's also possible, right? And then when you like start playing badly, it's fun. It's funny how it works in TFT. If you start playing badly and like after some bad mistakes, a lot of people who are tilted are very aware that they're tilted, and they just continue to play bad, you know. It could just be it could be like a domino effect where like, oh my god, I'm playing so bad, and then you just make more bad decisions, you know, the more aware you are of it. It happens. Okay. Clemou, by the way. Clemou just running laps on people. This is a great result with this Malzahar game. He actually hit everything. He hit Jace 3, Darius 3, Malzahar 3. A lot of times you don't get all 3 of that. And then he also has Poppy 2. Now you can start itemizing Poppy 2. His spot's amazing. This should be a closeout. Should be a closer. Should be a first. It's him or Panda, I think. Akali does the thing. She just top 4s. She top 4s and she gets out. Probably a 3rd. Anti-Akali. But you know what? It might not matter. It might not matter because I get the feeling that this Yuumi is just not enough damage. It's close though. It's close. It's actually pretty close. Oh! Wow. Never mind. It did matter. Dude, this Malzahar, you know what? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe Dalesom is cooking. Maybe you don't even go for Yuumi with power up anymore. You just go Noxious Trap on Malzahar. and you let Malzahar do all the work. Dude, does Malzahar double the damage of Yuumi? Let me see if I can hide the overlay real quick. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Look at the damage from this Malzahar relative to this Yuumi. Noxious Trap, Malzahar. Maybe that's the innovation that we need on this comp to make it feel better again. It's not really Yuumi, it's actually Malzahar. If he wins this fight, Dalesom's a genius. Okay, it's not even close. He got 8-0'd. Did he kill his, I don't think he killed a single unit. Strong third. That's a great third. He took triple combat. Yeah, kind of like 2.5 combat. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. But that's definitely something interesting to think about. If Noxious Trap is so good, it gives you because if you think about it, Yuumi really wants items, and because like the thing is, you want to itemize Yuumi, you want to itemize frontline, you want to itemize utility. If you get Noxious Trap, that basically frees you up to go for more items. It's almost like the 2 items in the power up, 2.5. But Sunder doesn't really matter. So yeah. Darius. Boom. He's working on the back line. Swain holding them really long. Wow, nice first from Clemou. Good job. Why didn't you use Noxious Trap? I think they wanted to just like literally make more exciting power-ups, and more exciting tends to be more powerful. And they want to make it thematic to Teemo as well, because to XKO. All right, who else is in a game? Revan be spectating. Let's check in. Is Kevin Parker streaming? See what Kevin Parker's up to. No mic, not reading chat. Damn, this guy's too big for us. Just ignoring chat. Kevin Parker, top 3. How do you get the same items for Jason Darius? What ended up happening is probably was he finished all his items from Malzahar and Darius. And then just like as the game went on, he picked the items off carousel that helped his Jace the most. And sometimes it ends up just lining up because you get the Anvil, you get the carousel, so you get to basically tailor the items you want. Not tailor, you get to curate. You get to curate. Give him the Cheer Mundo with Unceasing and backup dancers. Can Malzahar crit on his skill tick? I believe he can. Denting blows. Has anyone taken denting blows yet? Is it good? Double Sunfire. Woo. That's probably not what he wanted. He's going against RE3. Oh, this was a Trainer Golems game. I just realized. Seraphine. So it's a lot of fakeness to this. Wow, that Declaw and Vi with round 2. That's really heads up. Should I get Chipotle or a biryani? I don't know what biryani is, so go for Chipotle. Is it really fruit on Vi over set? Vi 2, Vi 3 versus set 2, they're about comparable. He might be looking for something specific. If he's looking for something specific, then Vi. But Vi generally is the tank for Mundo. Mundo is generally the tank for Vi. It's like it usually works like that. Vimundo are the duo, the Juggernaut duo. For the hero augments, at least. I think if someone here needs to get biryani, it's Frodan. What's biryani? Did tasty Indian rice? This was amazing, by the way. Yeah, I love the croissant. Thank you, thank you. Man, my wife brought me coffee as well, even though I already had 1 dose of caffeine. She knows I'm tired as hell. Biryani slaps. Okay, is there even a biryani near me? Biryani bowl. There's one in Redmond. It has a 3.6. Guys, it has a 3.6 Google rating. Hold on 1 second. That does not sound very good. I'm gonna copy paste this real quick. The reviews. I'm Googling the reviews. 3.6. Self-service Indian restaurant that truly impresses with its taste and value. They are the best. I mean, it sounds like fake ads. Show me the lowest. I recently ordered from this restaurant through DoorDash, trying the chicken 60. Oh, I mean, this guy ordered delivery food. When I ordered Togo Gongura biryani from Biryani Bowl, I found a large piece of glass. Yo, that's just a restaurant quality thing. I mean, that's not biryani. It just sounds like they have bad customer service, but that does sound pretty gnarly. That does sound pretty gnarly. I've been there at biryani. Someone says, do not get trapped by looking at the menu. It looks like Crew's gonna win. This is Capped Crew, so it looks like Kevin gets 3rd. Damn. I thought his board was pretty good. So it looks like he's gonna be 3rd. Looks like Kevin's out. Do not get trapped by looking at pics in the menu. The items are actually very different. Chicken Majestic, the worst. This is called chicken curry rather than chicken majestic. Fishy fry, too salty and not worth the order. The worst thing, staff inside the kitchen quarrel like anything. It was really not comfortable to dine in. Food, 1 out of 5. Service, 1 out of 5. Atmosphere, 1 out of 5. Damn. That is a scathing review. That is a scathing review. I would say that it looks like most people don't like when they ordered it, like takeout and stuff like that. Oh, Praveen. Outraged about my experience at Biryani Bowl in Redmond. Ordered their Mysore Banda 4 pieces for a ridiculous $10. And what I get? A pathetic, tiny cup of chutney that barely covered 1 piece. When I asked for more, which should be standard with any Indian breakfast, these people had the nerve to demand that I pay extra. Are you kidding me? Charging premium prices and then nickel and diming customers for essential condiments is highway robbery. Avoid this place unless you enjoy being completely ripped off for basic accompaniments that any decent Indian restaurant would provide without question. Food, 1 out of 5. Service, 1 out of 5. Atmosphere, 1 out of 5. 7 hearts. You know, I'm just gonna heart this. I feel like this person just needs validation. Reactions are used across Google services, including maps and search. See policy. Honestly, he's right. Why is the choice between this and Chipotle? What? It feels like this doesn't even look like a debate. By far the worst biryani I've ever had in my life. Chicken was not cooked. There were no spices. It pains me I had to pay $15.99 for something that's close to regular white rice. Biryani is not a restaurant. It's a dish. Oh. Are you sure? I thought this was talking about biryani bowl. Because he was saying biryani versus Chipotle, so I thought he was comparing like 2 restaurant chains. Oh, I see. Oh, so it's not a restaurant. Oh, they're just saying that this place who named itself after beer. Well, that's not. I mean, how am I supposed to know that? Oh, that's like saying pho is a restaurant. Okay, but the context of the sentence was Chipotle versus biryani. Like, come on, man. Like, that's you understand where I'm coming from, though. You understand where I'm coming from. So, like, I don't know what biryani is. So the context of it made it sound like two restaurants. And then I went back, and then this biryani bowl place is like pretty awful. So I just read some content. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Well, okay. In case you guys didn't know, by the way, this is just a thing. You should not go to Biryani Bowl in Redmond. That place sucks. I mean, but just look at the restaurant though. The front of the restaurant. So should I go Chipotle or should I get biryani, guys? Also, the staff quarrels inside. There's bickering. All right, we're waiting for what, the last game? Looks like the last game's finishing up. Chipotle is an ingredient. Oh yeah, okay. But when people say, "Do I want to get Chipotle?" It's obviously the brand. Don't be so obtuse. Don't be so obtuse, man. Come on. Don't be so obtuse. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? So we're after this game. This is game 4. So we're gonna be cutting. We're gonna be cutting 4 players after this. We're gonna be cutting players after this. Oh God, the part of my back, it's itchy. It's itchy again. Biryani, always explore your local offerings as it pays mega dividends if you find a good spot. A good biryani spot. What is the highest rated biryani place in the greater Seattle area? Let me ask ChatGPT. What is the highest rated / best biryani place in the greater Seattle area? Time to find. You're giving feedback on a new version of ChatGPT. Which response do you prefer? Oh my God, it's like a choose your own adventure. Okay, guys, is it 1 or 2? I mean, why won't they tell me? I feel like I don't even know. Restaurant ratings equals mean. That's true, but the thing is, you need to see people's bad experiences because it's easy. Everyone to leave a good experience. You can see both. Oh, are you sure? Wait, I'm clicking. I can't see either. What? It's not working. I'm literally clicking and it's just not working. Refresh. All right, I'm gonna try again. One more time. Sometimes you just ask it again and it's good. Top contenders. Marahara Cuisine of India. On Uber Eats delivery listens, Marahara appears with a 4.7 star rating for biryani. Marahara, that's pretty high. That's pretty high. All right, let's look at this place. Marahara Cuisine of India. This place looks like it serves some pretty legit food. Wow, look at that. Someone in chat did the first one. I mean, that looks pretty good. If an explanation breakdown. I'd estimate a chance of being detained at the border is very low, on the order of less than 1% unlikely. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good odds. It's still above 0, though. Valid travel document status. I think he's fine. No disqualifying record. If he doesn't have serious criminal convictions, immigration violations, or red flags in databases that reduce the chance of being flagged for further scrutiny. Appropriate behavior and transparency. I mean, I think he's pretty cooperative. It's true. It's true. Oh, what if he possesses suspicious materials? Political speech or content creator status. Being a content creator per se is not illegal, but if a border agent finds content on the device that they interpret as politically sensitive, controversial, or suspect, they might lead to further review or question. Okay, Kiyun, it's time to say some nice things about our government. You better start saying nice things about our government. Kiyun sold me Fenty. Uh-oh. Yikes. All right. Here we go. Game 5, guys. Game 5 of the cup. Let's see where these guys are at. Let me get the HUD back up. Give me a sec. We got this is the highest performing lobby. Like a lot of the top score port earners are in this lobby. Wait, is there like a? I think Kevin Parker's stream is playing in the background. Sorry. Unironically, one of his stream titles was an autism joke, something the administration said. Oh. Did he call himself like a Tylenol user? Man, what a joke. Oh, Lord. All right. Anyways, Clemou's been taking worth the wait a lot. Actually, Clemou did something pretty cool. He took worth the wait. He got Gnar and he sold it and pivoted to Katarina carry. That's how you know this guy has the meta read. He took aura farming. He took worth the wait, sold his unit, and just played a cat reroll game. And then he got like second or something like that, third. This guy had aura farming and he got Yone when he has six Lucians. Crazy. Trade Secta. Sova. Check is bad for Tylenol. No, man. No, this guy is an honest, green flag, politically sensitive content creator. Completely innocent. Worth the wait into Kyle. Heroic grab bag. And last second save. Last second save at 2-1. If you get circumcised, you might get autism. Uh-oh. Does that work retroactively? Because, well, I mean, maybe this is TMI, but does that work retroactively by any chance? Yes? All right, well, I might be cooked, guys. I might be cooked. Mace's Will. Titans Resolve. Whoa, Titans first slam? Titans is a first slam. That means that he's like kind of hard committed to Darius. Because I feel like Titans is not really that good on anything except for specifically melee hyper carries. Because the thing is, even if you're a melee carry, you actually don't really want Titans unless you're like the one that really benefits specifically from the damage amp as opposed to the generic defensive stats. Like the rework to Titans has actually made it a more narrow item. Instead of like, it's like a more niche item than it was before. And then the rework to Nashers had made it way more generic. So like Titans is now like a specialist item. Like you're only supposed to put it on specific units. Which is actually kind of sad. I feel like Titans doesn't like if they kept the old version of Titans, I think it would have been slightly more versatile. But it's okay. How's everyone hitting worth the wait, Kale? It's just, I mean, it's a 1 in 14 chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I'm assuming every chance is equal, right? But it does feel like people hit Kale more often than others. I'm sure if you like plot it in tournament, it might be like worth the wait Kale is somehow like the most. But I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's like equally spread. It's also low sample size though. It's entirely possible that worth the wait in tournament has like more Kales than anything else by like a big margin, but that's even if it's like 50 game sample size, it's still kind of small. It's still kind of small. Titans was always a specialist item. It feels like even more narrow than it was before though, is what I'm trying to say. Before, sometimes you can put Titans on a tank unit in the worst case scenario. I think people go like, wait, who has it? I see people go like Titans on like a Leona 2 or a Cassante 2 when they're playing just like a general comp and just say, hey, you know what? In the end, it gets some resistances. Now it feels like you can't even do that. Kind of like how some people just put like Stairs Gauge on a frontline unit just to get the big thick shield. I had a lobby the other day where two of us clicked the build a button and we both got KO. I mean, that's funny. There's also like nothing really wrong with that because they're both guaranteed. It feels a lot less bad than say clicking like Exalted Adventure or Hero Augments. Oh my gosh. Did any of you guys play TFT when two people get the same hero augment? That was man, Man, that was a different level of frustration I had never experienced until it happened to me. They made it exclusive a few sets ago, but yeah, that was wild. No, I'm not talking about set 8 where everyone can get that. I'm talking about like even after that, people can still get it. Set 9, you could, I think multiple people could get like hero augments, the same one. But man, brutal times. This guy got Darius too. What? Crazy. Never mind. If you get Darius too, it doesn't matter what you have as long as you have an item. Any item. Big Darius too. I was thinking of picking up Darius for 2x KO because I'm starting to realize that I don't have much free time, and one of the more noob-friendly things you can do in 2x KO is play Juggernaut Darius. Juggernaut is like in 2x KO, you're supposed to play 2 characters, and you have like a tag team, like one assists the other. When one ults, the other can ult, so on and so forth. But if you pick Juggernaut, you only play one character, and he has souped-up stats, kind of like Colossal. And you can just play Juggernaut Darius. and then you just hit everyone twice and they die. So forget about like trying to work on your combos with like your own team. Just play Darius and just Juggernaut him. I'm just thinking about doing that just for simplicity's purposes. Play Sidekick instead of Juggernaut. It's one character, but you still get assists. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Well, I think it was in the closed beta. It was like the Fury. The Fury on Juggernaut was insane. You could like literally like 100 one hit KO or one touch people. 0 to death, 100 to 0. What do they call them? Like touch of death, TODs. Okay, we have KO3 from the Worth the Weights. Last second save into 4 streak. That's got to feel really good for this guy because last second save in general is not that good. And he's going Kog'Maw. Is he actually playing Kog'Maw or is he playing Viego / Soul Fighters? I think he's leaning towards Viego. Do you think playing Kog'Maw with no Radiant Artifact Bastion +1 is still a good line? It's a top 4 comp. It's a top 4 comp. Like it's the reason why you play it is because you know that you should be playing reroll. And you just have to adjust your expectations to think like, okay, I'm not going to be playing for like a top 2. I'm playing for a 4th. And believe it or not, that's actually like something that a lot of reroll players get wrong. And why there's like nuance, there's like layers of nuance in reroll that I think get missed because the reputation of reroll comps is that it's like a no skill brain off, play the same units every single time. But in a reroll meta, what tends to separate some reroll players from others and why some people struggle in reroll metas is because they don't really understand the concept of like how to play placements with reroll. And that's a big part of it. Sometimes you just play the Kog'Maw, no artifacts, no emblems, whatever, because you're just playing for like a 5th with the reroll. And you just know that you can just play for the placements. And then maybe the good thing about it is that, you know, maybe you get Portable Forge on 3-2 and 4-2 as well. Like even if you know the spot's not good. Honeymancer Kog'Maw, yeah, exactly. Just play for your placement and just get out. You know, it's like because you know that your spot isn't good enough to play for the Giga Nuts. But if you're presented with Kog'Maw, if you're presented artifactless, no emblem Kog'Maw, and like a strong tempo line to play for a 4 cost, and you have, you know, like a 2-star Fury win streak opener, just play the win streak opener. Don't just commit to the Kog'Maw because you heard Frodan and a few other people who just say it's a reroll meta. You know, it's like that. Play for your best spots, and sometimes your best spot is like a fries in the bag Kog'Maw game. Which I'm starting to call it in North America. I call that the replay. If replay and I ever got like really close, I don't think we're there. And also I think his time in TFT has come to a close. I like to think we're like, you know, we're mutuals and we're on friendly terms. But if we ever got really close, I think I would get him like a commissioned art painting of Kog'Maw with a Rage Blade. Yeah, like, that's just like, sorry, with a Quicksilver, with a QSS. That is like the replay setup. Quicksilver on Kog'Maw. Our farming guy secured a top 2. Wow, he hit the Karma already. He hit a Karma. He has the Yone on bench. He's just missing J4. And then he just has to preserve enough HP. Like, he could theoretically lose everything until then and be down to, like, 2 lives. That does happen with R farming from time to time. You just kind of lose every fight until 4-3. And you're just, like, clawing to try to win any fights you can because you're just down at gold augments. That happens. Malzahar 2. Oh, my God. This guy's naturalling everything. What? You're telling me this guy starts off with Titans and takes Mace's Will and they drop Sword, Glove, Tier? Perfect items? And then he just naturals Darius 2 on 5, Malzahar 2 on 6 on streak? With a Aatrox 2 as well? Some players don't have to earn it, man, is what I'll say. Some players don't have to work for it. In any meta, the most advanced strat is almost always to recognize and manual the non-meta lines, or seeing when to go first or eighth. Yeah, exactly. It's like navigating the nuance of reroll is quite granular and important skill set to have for this match, I would say. Who's the guy that didn't put loot into snipers? It's a guy called Sacred Norris. Not to be confused with any other Norris who may be also chokers. Okay, actually, I don't even think Lando Norris is a choker. I just think that he doesn't have the killer instinct. I don't even think that he's. I just don't think he has, like. I think he's like too nice. I think Lando Norris is legitimately a really nice guy, and unfortunately, that usually is incompatible with like becoming a world champion. At times, you can't really be nice. Victims of statistics. Oh, Chuck Norris. Well, that guy was not a choker at all, unless he's putting you in the rear naked choke. Janna 3, Janna reroll. Does Dimail level and roll here for the cog? Shojin. Five cats. So all the reroll players are slowly but surely ramping up. Is this guy Bastion Zaya? Soul leveling, quiet kit, quitting. He actually might be Star Guardians. You know, one thing we haven't seen much of today is last Star Guardian tempo, and I think that might be underplayed. I'm starting to think Star Guardian tempo is the best 4-cost line right now. Still. But like it's nowhere near as insane. It got nerfed pretty heavily, but you have to remember where it was at the start. Last patch, Star Guardian was so good you could legitimately 4-way it, and 3 of you would top 4 very regularly. That's not the case now. Now it's like you just play a good spot, but it's good. And I'm pretty sure Star Guardians are just still good. Just not like oppressive. Just not oppressively good. He's definitely a choker. Every single time when the pressure is on, he does not perform. Lando Norris. I feel bad though, man, because then don't you watch his post-game interviews or post-race interviews, and the dude is just so emo, man. He's so hard on himself. But then you watch every other racer, especially like the people who are in go contention, they never take responsibility. It's like always the other driver's fault. And also they say like, well, yeah, like if you leave a space, I'm going to go for it. If the moment you see a gap and you don't try to overtake is the moment you stop becoming a racer. Who said that? Is that Senna? Is that a Senna quote? So like come on, man. And then the man was like, no, I'm trash. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Bro, don't apologize. Just win. You know how you can apologize. You know how you can apologize appropriately. Just go win next time. Sounds like TFT players. Exactly, man. Exactly. If you actually go to like a bunch of different world champions of their respective crafts, whether it's like a highly physical sport, right, like combat sports or whatever, football, basketball, whatever you follow, Or if you go to highly mental sports as well, chess, and I'm going to put TFT in there. Like, okay, we'll say activity. Some people have a difficult time calling those things sports. Even bowling. All of these like people at the very top have borderline personality disorders. If not just full blown. It's true, man. It's like a common denominator, and yet these are the people we celebrate the most because yeah. It looks like we're rolling. Gianna. This player looks like he's in an amazing spot. Dalesom. Who's a tempo player? There's basically like one tempo player. Kog'Maw. I feel like everyone is reroll. Oh, this guy is Star Guard. Okay. No, I like that. I think he needed to go for Star Guardians. I think this is actually good, but it looks like he's a little bit on the poor side. Somehow he has soul leveling, quiet quitting, and it feels like he's a little bit on the poor side, or rather, he just didn't hit.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Thought you were waiting for 7 months. I think you still go for best defense and Gather Force / Super Mega. I think Gather Force might be better than Super Mega still, but every time I've seen Super Mega, it's been pretty impressive. Chouse. Chouse. Sponging. I just think people are addicted to clicking this augment. I don't even know if this augment's good here. There's actually a lot of misses the more I think about it, but I think people are just addicted to it. Yes. 3. Oh, he could reforge. See what we can get. Roll. I mean, I would probably hold on to 1 Hole Crusher and reforge 2. Okay, he's gonna reforge 1. Oh, he's just gonna use all of them. Gather Force. 2x Contender. Oh my goodness. Tentacle Smash. Goes for Tankzilla. Jeez. Flashbang. As an F1 fan, he is overrated. He's doing good just because he has the best car, and he's still getting outplaced by guys in F1 for only the 3rd season. I mean, you guys are talking as if Oscar Piastri also isn't an incredible talent. He is, you can even tell in his first season that he was definitely one of the special drivers. In general, the young talent in F1 has been pretty good lately. Has been really, really good. I've been really impressed by this year's rookies. Specifically, I think I have to give a shout out to my man who I really underestimated, Isaac Hadjar. I watched some of his F2 races, and he sounded like a complete baby. Like, I was just like, this guy is just like straight up just whining. And it just sounds like, I'm like, this guy is just not that good. And then he shows up in F1. He actually kind of shut me up. So he's been really impressive. And I'm really sad that he's going to get demoted next year into Red Bull Racing. It's tragic. It's actually tragic. He's going to get demoted, man. He's the Soju FF1. I don't think so. I hated Hadjar in F2. I just, like, every time he was on, the reason I started watching a lot of F2 as well because all the hype around Kimi Antonelli and some of the other upcoming talent as well. And I was, like, not impressed. And the other rookies have been good, too. Like, Bortoletto's been pretty good. Kimi Antonelli has been, like, a little bit disappointing lately, right? Oliver Behrman has also been hit or miss. But I would say that overall the young talent's been pretty good. Been pretty good. George Russell is the Soju F1. The thing is, George Russell is also like a stickler for the rules, and I feel like Soju isn't really a... I feel like he doesn't really like get all rulesy and like, no, like technically you did. I feel because I think about George, it feels like he always is on comms trying to get the stewards to investigate something. This dude is a rat. But yeah. All right, Dalesom at level 9 with this Kale. My God, his Kale spot is so good. He's still on Solar Breath, so the moment he still has like a lot of room to improve because you can get off Solar Breath for the anti-heal for his Kale, but he's gonna keep it until he gets anti-heal. He's also playing like a Udyr tank, kind of like similar to Duelist Ashe in a way. This is like hybrid version of his board, half Wraith, half Juggernaut. Very, very common these days. With KO, a lot of people try to like rush Wraith as soon as possible, but Juggernaut actually might be just the best 6-piece frontline right now in the game, if and only if you hit Lee Sin. People prefer Bastions, but the reason why Bastions is good is because how cheap it is. If you're talking about like pound for pound, I feel like Lee Sin 2 is better than Braum 2, and Juggernauts in general are like quite good. Ever since they buffed Lee Sin, but maybe Bastions are still better. I just feel like Bastions are like really carried by the reroll aspect of things like Swain and Swain 3 and Braum. Soju turns into Mazepin in the final lobby. No, come on, man. That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. Mazepin is a pay driver who would who would, I guess he's not as bad as Latifi. But I'm saying like he would like ruin races, not just for himself, but for other people. But I guess, yeah, come on, man. Come on. That's just rude. That is just rude. Soju making it 3 final lobbies in a row. Nikita Mazepin one time predicted the weather and finished a race. That's like his career achievement. You know what? That's like celebrating someone for not getting eliminated in 4 games. You guys are just so disrespectful, man. What is this? How they not hotfix Janna? I think it's because, well, one, there's a tournament going on, so it's also at a weekend. A lot of people who be like, okay, this is day 3 already. How can they haven't nerfed Janna? It's Saturday, and if they were to put a patch in, they would put a patch in on Friday morning because they would be implemented Friday afternoon ahead of the weekend, and they want to give the time for the meta to develop. And so it's Saturday night now for a lot of these people. Saturday afternoon here, but Saturday night for a lot of people. If they were to nerf Janna, it'd be in 2 days when they go back into office, because I don't think they would want the weekend crew to nerf Janna. And then second of all, I actually think that like they probably don't have to be patched for it. They could let the patch play out and then try to get everything correct for the regionals patch, because this is not the regionals patch. This weekend is the only tournament happening the entire patch, which is Tactician's Cup, because this is the last chance qualifier for essentially regionals. So they don't need to like get it 100% right for this patch. And this patch is not ideal, I think, but it's also not too far off from being a fine patch. I wouldn't say it's a good patch. I think it's like fine, and it is what it is. And I would prefer them to like focus on fixing all the bugs, and B-patching Janna could be something they could do. And I'd be happy with that, but I also don't feel like it's like super necessary. Frodan is Alex Albon. Me? I'm not even a racer, man. Oh, you know, Vitality had a sim racing rig at the boot camp. He's dead. And all the Vitality guys tried to do some sim racing, and they had the real sim racing setup where like they give you like the feedback on the wheel and the chair and everything like that. And let's just say it was an accomplishment if anyone could finish a single lap. Milk repeatedly destroyed the car on the first or second corner. He couldn't even do one corner without crashing. It was yeah. It was pretty bad. Is there a B patch coming? I don't know. I don't know. And I also don't really think there needs to be one, but I would like one personally. And I would say the only thing I would want for a B patch is to buff Ashe a tiny bit and nerf Janna, the veteran version, a little bit. And maybe tone down Kabuko a little bit more. Maybe they nerf best defense again, but I don't know if they can. I don't know how they would do that, because they technically nerfed it for the A patch, right? So like, I don't know if they can change that. But I would say that if they nerf, because like part of what another really underrated aspect of Janna that people miss is that Kabuko does so much damage. He does so much damage. If it was just Janna, it would be actually like manageable. Have you guys ever gone up against Janna 3 but Kabuko 2 without best defense? It's reasonable. But Kabuko is like serious. Kabuko is like serious. It's super hard to deal with. So I would say that like if they went and nerfed Kabuko, kept Janna so that way you can reroll Janna and kept the power fantasy of Janna, that would make sense. Okay, looks like the mech beats the Kale here. I think so he's 2 turns off of KO4. He's pretty close. It's gonna come down to Clemou versus Dalesom for the win here. Sova looks like he's top 4. Janna also did pretty well. I mean, pretty expected. Like Janna, Malzahar reroll, top 3, top 4. Katarina 5th. Tempo player. The Tempo players never got online. The Soul Fighter players and the Star Guardian player never got fully online. I think the miss on the roll down was pretty bad. Kabuko with Horizon Focus. That's true, but I think we're at the point of the set where they're not going to be like, this is too strong with an artifact, unless it's so over the line, like Ludens, for example, and Ari. I would say that we're kind of like at the point where some champions with certain artifacts are just going to be very, very, very good, and I think that because it's not, they took out Artifact Anvil, they took out Artifact on Cash Out, they took out Artifact off of Loot Subscription. I think they're just reducing the appearance rate of it. And so it's not nearly as insane. Like, for example, last patch. Here's a really good example. Do you guys remember last patch? You could tailor your augments. The side effect of that was you wouldn't see hero augments that often. Oh my god, this Darius actually gets onto the KO because it was the Cassante was in front. Very, very close fight. That was good positioning by Sova. But the bad news for Sova is that he's capped, and Dalesom is yet to hit KO4, so that probably means Sova can't compete then. Because he basically hit his peak power, and Dalesom is yet to get Varus to KO4, Cassante 2. Because augments were tailored, hero augments appeared less often, which means that people were not complaining about it as often. People, believe it or not, last patch, hero augments were very OP, but people were not complaining about it because no one was playing it. And I think that's sort of the philosophy that Riot might be trying to go for, which is like, we can keep some of these artifacts, it's not all of them, we can keep some of these artifacts really strong with certain combos. Tone it down a peg, right? They nerfed Encore, they nerfed Fish Bones and other things like that. But we'll just like nerf its appearance rate so it feels like you don't see it very often. Has he have so many KOs? There's an augment called Worth the Wait, which gives you 1 KO per round for the rest of the game. And he ends up getting KO4 this way. And now KO4 is really strong. So who wins? KO4 or 7 mech? 7 mech. We do have double combat. Oh, he's actually playing Cybernet uplink. And the mech gets 3 mana regen. That's cute. That is cute. Do you know about the bug with sponging in Thieves Gloves? I do not. Clemou's also going to level 9. So Clemou's going to try out. He's also trying to go for Karma 3. Very sneaky. Sneakily going for Karma 3. Trying to go for an item for the mech to consume. I think Even Shroud here is actually a good pick. I like it. Kraken GP for cybernetic uplink value. Cassante 2. We have anti-heal already. He goes Archangels for damage. Okay. It's you might be thinking, why not stack the Zyra? He's stacking the Malzahar because he's trying to get max Wraith damage in, because Wraith basically accumulates all the damage that you dealt and then just does like 1 giant burst. Oh my god, the Darius. Oh my god, he's working his way through. Oh! But the Wraith proc, the Wraith proc. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. And that's why that damage on the Malzahar mattered. Oh my goodness, man. 10,000 damage from the Wraith. Can you still get final ascent? No, you only can get final ascent in stage 2 or something like that. Okay, upgrades. Surge is really bad. No, I think Surge is fine. Surge is fine. Oh, 6 karmas. I would say it's one of the better ones on Kale, actually. It might not look impressive, but Surge is good. I think the best one on Kale are like the scaling ones. Oh my god. Ah, Mech was about to cast again. Clemou's trying to go for 3-star Senna as well. 7. That's 6 karmas. Dalesom is rolling. He has a karma. Okay, so Clemou should see that. He should see that. He sees a karma on the bench. He probably has to sell and roll. Finds upgrades. So he sells the karma, looking for Senna now. Finds the karma he sold. Looking for Lee Sin 2. I think if some people are watching this game as well, they would even recommend some further item remover. So, like, I think they would go, for example, like Death Cap onto the mech and not on Karma. They would go, like, Death Cap on Senna. They would go Hodge on Senna. Kraken from Lee Sin moves over. And just try to... I think I would all-in mech. Because I don't think this actually works that well. Yeah. I don't think Karma... I think Karma dies to AoE. I'd rather just all-in mech, but... whatever. Still a good second. Dalesom was probably just never going to lose. Why does he go Executioner Lee? Because Executioner Lee works the best with the mech. Because the mech is an Executioner itself. So you max the crit of it. It's a good second. It's a good second. Okay, so now we're going to start seeing point totals. Now we're going to see point totals of where people are going to land for... whether or not they qualify it. So the cutoff, we did eliminate the bottom 8 players. So the cutoff is probably going to be somewhere like high 27s, likely high 27s. Maybe in the extreme scenarios, you might see the upper and lower get through, like maybe 26 and also 28. But that kind of requires extreme circumstances. So we're going to go for the final game. It looks like Clemou is guaranteed now. Cute dog, zero cost human. Okay, this is the top lobby, right? So the top lobby, all like, maybe we should go to the middle lobby. We should go somewhere here because these are the players that are playing for a spot. Also, do you know what's really fun? EU seeds all the top people together and then all the bottom people together. All the bottom people in the lobby together is really degenerate because it feels like everyone's on checkmate. So you see everyone play for Giga first. It's actually pretty fun because you see everyone take the crazy lines. So on the low, even though watching the top players play for placements is like, good, solid TFT, sometimes it's fun to watch degen TFT. And if you watch like this area where everyone has to play for a first, it's almost like you're watching checkmate. I'm going to go for it. Can I get invite? Because I think Chuso is in this lobby with Da Vinci and all them, right? Let me see. Day 2 lobbies. Let's go to the day 2 lobbies. Frodan, do you know this 5 crystal gambit board with Ari reroll? And could you do a quick explanation of it? I do. We updated with TFT Academy last night. Although the version that we have technically right now is this shouldn't be that high. Is Malzahar? It's basically like you play 5 crystal and then you slot in a 3-cost reroll. So Ari and Malzahar are sort of interchangeable. Malzahar because he ties in with Syndra. Ari ties in with Syndra and Swain. You just basically play whoever's less contested. We should probably put a variation. Hold on, let me rearrange this. This Fast 9 board for Juggernauts is like, it's good, but it shouldn't be this high up on B. I'll probably put it next to Crystal Gambit because Fast 9 is hard to get to. Is Greg on day 2? He is not. He is not. Unless he joins the Costream, in which case he will be. So I guess what we could do with this... Okay, you know what we should do? We should create a Swain 3 variant. We should create Swain and then put Ari and Malzahar under it. It's just weird because some of these comps bleed together. Just like Bastion Yasuo and Kog'Maw is like a variation of this, but we kind of keep it separate. Malzahar. It feels weird to have a separate one of Malzahar and Ari with like the same core, right? With 5 crystal. Anyways, the concept is you play 5 crystal for resource generation, and then late game you drop it for just whatever that makes sense for your board. And then you play for Witch Streak and just basically use 5 crystal as a resource generation because 3-cost reroll is so expensive. And so then if you play 5 crystal, basically you're less dependent on hitting things like, you know, Rig Shop and all these other insane econ augments to help hit the board because you can get dupes. There's also a 6 lost streak cash out. There's also a 6 lost streak cash out for loot sub. Sorry, not loot sub. Crystal Gambit that can give you 2 dupes at 170. So you can also play. You don't have to play win streak. You can also play loot streak. So yeah. 6 Bastion with Varus Jinx is not there. I mean, we basically implied that's the case. Okay, so if you want like every variation of everything possible, then yeah, it's not there. But like the Varus Jinx version of this is just worse than this. So like I guess we could like technically put all your transitionary boards, but like if you're playing 6 Bastion, Varus Jinx, it's just worse than the other stuff. Is the new Ari fruit good? So there's discussion about that right now. It's hard to say. I think that it has looked good, but it also was like the 5 crystal setup, and I couldn't tell if that was because the fruit was good or the setup is just good. All right, so what do we have? This is beach episode. All right, we have Cluttered Mind. Heroic Grab Bag. Veteran Janna. Okay, so we have that. Knuckle Dusters Vi. Story of 7. What do you get off? You got off. Oh, corner carry. Over 9,000 Kaisa. Whoa, this guy is just straight up playing for fun. I think Dalesom is playing for fun. He also didn't even field his 2-star 1 cost. He's playing Story of 7 over 9,000. I think this guy might be trolling. He's having some fun. The thing is, you kind of still care about doing well for your tiebreakers going into tomorrow. Because the tiebreakers do matter. So, like, because, okay, the reason why it matters is because last time we saw what's at stake here is a spot for, I guess it depends on like what he's playing for, but I actually don't know his tournament spot. But if he ends up losing tiebreakers tomorrow because he's like trolling with Kaisa, he'll be pretty sad, but we'll see. Or you know something we don't? True. Maybe you're supposed to play Story of 7 and take over 9,000, which is a scaling fruit, so you're not strong right now. You'll be strong later. Maybe he knows. Is Pilfer a troll augment? Pilfer gets worse the better your opponents are. Is what I'll say. So if you think that your lobby is full of some free noobs, then by all means. What up, Milk? What part in CN did you live in? I lived in Shanghai. My mom lived like 45 minutes out of Beijing as well for a while. She lives south of Beijing because her company was based like somewhere around Beijing. But I've been to a lot of places in China. I've been to Guangzhou, Hangzhou, Suzhou, Xi'an. Yeah. Been to a bunch of places in there. China's good. I haven't been back to China. I used to visit China a lot for Hearthstone, and now I haven't really been back to China in a very long time. I would say I haven't been back to China in like basically since COVID. I haven't been back to China. So it's been about 5 years. Oh wow. I wonder what it's like there now. Actually, did I go for something TFT? I feel like maybe I did. What's the best? It just depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for good food? Are you looking for nature? Are you looking for like nightlife and lifestyle? Like, it just depends. Shanghai food is fire? It is. Shanghai food is really, really good. I mean, Shanghai is like, I personally like Shanghai a lot more than Beijing. Beijing's like an older city with like culture and history. And Shanghai is like more the city and more of like the lifestyle. You can do a lot of fun things in Shanghai. I like Shanghai a lot better. I personally, if I were to choose between either of them, I would live there. But I think you can't go wrong. Like Suzhou's like really nature oriented, right? I'm looking for a good wife. Well, I'm pretty sure you don't even have to go to a city for that. You can use something called like an app, and you can hire them. It's never too late, man. It's never too late. Just save yourself the time, man. Just save yourself the time. All right, we have a cloning facility. Cloning facility? Rent? Oh, no. You're as you know, you shouldn't rent if long term you're in it for the long haul. You buy. Don't rent. This guy took mech pilot at 2-1, by the way. Interesting. He's actually playing mech pilot from the very beginning. What is this discussion? Oh, it's just a joke about milk. Just he wants to go to a Chinese city to find a wife, and I was just joking that you don't have to. Like, plenty of Chinese women want to marry a rich American man. You don't have to do very much if that's what if you're looking for a wife. They're very willing if that ends up being the case. It's just a joke. You had to put tier 2 in the title? Just to help clarify, because a lot of people walk into these cups expecting like, oh, is Disso playing later today? Is Setsuko playing? Is Soju playing later today? It's just tier 2. Just so that people understand what to expect. If I just write Tactician's Cup and you hadn't caught up in TFT for like a few months, hell, even a few weeks, you might be out of the know. You might be thinking this is a really important tournament. And this is effectively LCQ. This is effectively LCQ for regionals. But I think a lot of people would be like, okay, well, that's fine. I just want to know so that way I can get ready for regionals and whatnot. Is Soju playing today? He is playing in 2 weeks. Did Dragon player swapped off Kaisa? I mean, he should. He should. He should. Dragon Ball. My friend got married to a Canadian and is taking 2 years to immigrate her here. Damn. Yeah, immigration process takes a long time. But hey, love is worth it. Love is worth it. Dragon Ball is takeable. Define takeable. Are you allowed to click on this augment and your PC won't explode? Yes. Yes. If that's your question, yes. Okay, we have Crystal Gambit. I think Zero Cost Human might take the next cash out and roll down because then you might get more dupes if you can get to 170. Right, 170 is the cash out, I think. Can't you just sneak through a border? This milk guy literally is in my DM for months complaining about immigrants, especially the illegal kind. And then this is the suggestion that he makes. This dude is just literally complaining about it, and now he's like, yeah, you know what, just sneak her over. All right, here we go. Should we double down again? Crystal Gambit circlet. Okay, would you ever take Pandora's items here instead of Wand Overflow? Ooh, would you ever take Ticket instead as well? Nobody's going to the Canada border? That's not true. That is definitely not true. Also, from what I've been told, Canada, I don't think Canada really wants a lot of Americans these days. I think Canada does not. I think our former ally is not that cool with us these days. Wow, we had to roll to 7 to get that. Cat 2, so big roll downs for all these 2-cost rerollers. Heavyweight on Malzahar for now. Hard bargain. Everyone took Pandora's. I mean, I think a lot of people want to greed for their items as well. Like right now, everyone here is okay. Like in a way, a lot of people at the top lobby are also playing for like first because they want to play for the max possible tiebreaker as well. But the reason why it's worth watching this lobby is because you're watching the players with the best reads. Like on average, the people with the most points had the best reads, and you get to see like how they're approaching it. This guy settled on Radiant Kraken, by the way. He took Radiant Pandora's and he slammed it on Radiant Krakens for the Darius. Okay, now he's rolling it. I guess I guess what he's doing is he's waiting to see if he needs to slam it to keep his win streak going. But Radiant Krakens is like not very good on Darius. 80% attack speed? Yeah. I'm not sure. We're still allies. There's just some issues with your leadership. That's cool. I love Canada. Actually, I've been wanting to make a trip to Vancouver. I think we should do a snow trip. And then you guys can come along. Except not physically. I mean digitally. Maybe we like stream and vlog part of it, you know? I kind of want to do a TFT people snow trip. I think that'd be pretty fun. And then we can go to Whistler. I've always wanted to go. I've never been there. I don't even know if I remember how to ski and snowboard. I feel like it's been so long. I think I haven't gone. I used to go all the time. So I lived near Tahoe, in the Bay Area. And so I would go to Tahoe like every month during the season, and I used to go all the time, and I used to snowboard. It was so fun. And nowadays, I have an itch on my back, and I can't even stretch to get it. Oh, I'm just so inactive, man. Anyways, I feel like a good trip, good ski trip would be good. After Paris, I'm actually kind of down. The thing is, I want Levi to be able to come because I want the family to come as well. You know, but maybe we go for a couple days. Who knows? Isekai strategist. A beach episode? I need to get ripped. More ripped. Nowadays, I'm just kind of a skeleton. I think I lost all my muscle mass. There's not much fan service going on anymore, you know. I'm past my prime. I would say that these days I'm like All Might, but without the power up. A Europe ski trip? I could do that too. It's just that Canada is like right there. It's like right next to me, so I might as well just go to Canada. Radiant Archangels. You can't greed too much more. Radiant Archangels is fine. Hard bargain. Actually, hard bargain with Pandora's makes a lot of sense. You can just roll whatever item you get. Show dad bod. Here you guys go. Ugh. See that? Boom. I got nothing. So we have 2 heavyweight players, it looks like. I mean, this guy's going heavyweight Malzahar. This guy might just be playing heavyweight tempo, but I'm not entirely sure. And then Dalesom settled on Radiant Refractor. I think he's 1 ball off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's 1 more off from collecting his reward. See if he can get his win here. Echo just eats the Callista Spear on the chin. What a hero. That's a nice hoodie. This is the Vitality hoodie. They haven't fired me yet, guys. So I guess I didn't do that bad of a job. They haven't fired me yet. I mean, at this rate, they might even keep me on until Paris. We'll see. I mean, the thing about TFT is that I don't really believe TFT players inherently generate a lot of value for esports orgs. Because a lot of esports orgs, 1, they're not really good at converting off of that, and 2, I don't think TFT is like neither a popular enough competitive PC game compared to Valorant and League to get the specific traditional like performance sponsorships, right? There's like car sponsorships and beverage sponsorships and everything like that want to get eyes in front of the audience because they know that the young demographic cares about it. But TFT also is a mobile game, but it doesn't also embrace the mobile aspect of it. And so it's not able to even capitalize on its other strength, which is that TFT is a mobile experience. If TFT was willing to embrace the mobile experience, there would actually be way more dollars coming into TFT. But everyone prefers to treat it as if it's a PC game. But when you compare it to the other performance PC titles, it's perceived as a joke. And so it's like it has neither categories. And so yeah, I think you're talking about like the dollars aspect of the industry here. I think TFT eventually needs to embrace the mobile aspect of things, and there's nothing wrong with mobile TFT either, but people like to just shit on it as if it's like as if being a mobile player is inferior. So they need to I personally believe that we should be embracing this. Except in China. True, China embraces the mobile aspect of that for sure. All right, here we go. Silver Destiny. Teaming up. Silver on 4-2. Silver Destiny. I'm just looking for all the people clicking Silver Destinies. 125, big friend. Big friend in 2. Varus. Rolling for days. I think competitive esports in general is losing popularity outside of CN. So I think that might sound true, but I don't think that actually is true. Wait, this guy skipped a Kog'Maw? Oh, wait, he's going for Janna. I don't think that actually is true. I think the peaks of what people are experiencing, it's like a combination of like COVID bubbled a lot because everyone was indoors, and so a lot of people were just watching more than actually like doing other things and activities. But that doesn't mean that there's fewer fans of it in general. That just means that maybe less people are watching the established titles that exist. Overall, I think objectively, if you were to look at it, there are more people who would consider themselves general gaming and esports enthusiasts than there were years ago. Like any amount, you can pick any year. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. There's like way more. There's also more titles available for people to consume and follow than ever before as well, right? There's a competitive scene for there's a competitive scene for TFT. But back 7, 8 years ago, there was like 4, 5 titles that you would follow. I mean, there was a boom. Okay, 5 years is probably too much. Probably like 6 to 7 years ago, there weren't nearly as many different competitive scenes. Like Apex Legends wasn't out. Obviously TFT wasn't out, and I think Rocket League was just starting back then. And like there wasn't like many things to watch. And so if you're getting into competitive esports and gaming, it was just like concentrated around a very specific set of things of like Dota, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and whatever else was trying to emerge in the market. And now there's just sort of like a diaspora of esports fan that's sort of like a lot of people follow like one game and then they lightly follow a couple of others. So I feel like the idea and the notion that there's just like less people watching esports these days is sort of misleading. But I also do think that there's parts of that that's true. When are we getting competitive Once Upon a Galaxy? Probably never, man. But we can play it in between queue on stream. I think you can see that in average viewers, our peak isn't high, but I feel like across esports, we average a lot more. I thought TFT. I mean, TFT has carved out a niche in competitive. There's definitely a community that cares about competitive TFT. It's not as anywhere near as huge as even a lot of the tier 2 stuff, but it's also not so small that it's irrelevant. Like, I think if Riot ignored the competitive scene, they'd be doing themselves a huge disservice to the longevity of the game, and they recognize that. So it's a niche community, but it's also a niche that has a lot of potential because it's the same thing with, like, I personally think TFT should be compared to Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone and other things like that, as opposed to its sister game, League of Legends. I think I've said this like many times, but I just think it's like comparing apples to oranges. It does not even feel like the right comparison at all. Because our long-term model is having like sort of this legacy, thriving, participation-based ecosystem. And like, I think the best version of TFT, this guy's dead, by the way. I think the best version of TFT is, of competitive, is that we have multiple opens a year. Like, it's not just one open in Paris. There's probably like it would be actually awesome if there was, like, if the scene was thriving and bustling enough to have one open per set. And like, then like everyone goes and plays in the opens, and then worlds can be like a part of that as well. And like that can be something that's really developed, and it's different pockets around the world hosting different tours. And those are all like huge 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 player opens that last like a while. Like, those are really interesting ideas for TFT, and I think that is where it can grow. To create this concept that like TFT needs to be 16, 24 players that travels and plays on this big stadium arena is like, it's sort of it's just I think it's just like a completely wrong analysis of how it goes, how it should be. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Okay, so the heavyweight. So there's 2 heavyweight players, right? So the question is, how do these heavyweight players sort of reconcile the fact that they're contesting each other? They're both playing Malzahar and Darius and Poppy. So they're both doing okay now, but they're going to fall off as soon as the other players get fully online. This guy's going Vi Smolder 3. Stand United for 4 trait value. Still missing Yone for Clemou. He took Cluttered Mind, rolled on 8 for Yone, missed. I mean, that's just the mech experience in a nutshell. Bastion Cog. Jinx, 1-star Jinx for Dalesom. Looks like he played Stories of 7. Got to Jinx. He has Jinx 2 now. Oh, Gold Orb. Lee Sin. What do we get here? Gold, gold. Looks like he popped item. It sounds like the premiers in Counter-Strike. I mean, yeah, I mean, the majors, right? Or the Magic Pro Tour or Pokemon Regionals and things like that. Like, I think that's the end game of TFT, personally. And then you sprinkle in other things like maybe there's a 4v4 competition, maybe there's an All-Stars event, things like that. But it doesn't need to be like this. It doesn't have to be like League of Legends. And I think like people who make those comparisons are often missing the point. Okay, here we go. It's Darius 2 versus Darius 3. I'm pretty sure I favor the Darius 3. This guy is Spirit Link, and this guy has cloning facility and lineup. But I think Darius 3 is like, because Darius 3 actually counters the Malzahar in the sense that Malzahar tries to win over time, and then the Darius 3 has way too much HP to get burned down, so he just kind of gets all the time in the world to get the resets. Why doesn't Riot lean into more open tournaments like competitive card games do? They do. TFT is one of the most open access competitive strategy game to exist currently in any competitive gaming sphere, period. Period. Name another competitive system that is more accessible for a player who's literally queuing up on mobile, on their couch, or on the toilet at home and can find a way to play against Soju at regionals. You can. You literally can. There's no other game that right now has that. You can literally queue up on ladder, qualify for a Tactician's Cup, spike a cup, and get to regionals, and then in 2 weeks be playing against Dalesom and Weijin, and then qualify for the World Championship. It's not really easily done in any other system. You certainly can't do that in any competitive team-based game right now. Like, you definitely can't do that in Rocket League, and you definitely can't do that in League of Legends and Dota and CS. But you can do that in TFT. And it's free. It's completely free. $0 to maintain a TFT account. Zero. You don't have to pay for a single dollar. You don't have to pay a single dollar, at least not yet, to register for any tournament or anything like that. You don't have to pay. You have to pay $0 to travel to any local event, right? Like if you're a card game player, you have to buy cards. Some people in Hearthstone talk about Hearthstone in chat. You have to spend $0 to travel to a local event or a regional event to play in person. You can play it all online. It's completely, utterly open and free. It's like that is one of the best parts about competitive TFT. It's extremely accessible. I can't even name you another competitive game that does it quite at this level. And that is a great thing about the game. That's a great thing about the game. It's and that's ultimately what I think is going to give TFT even more longevity, right? Because anyone can enter. And then you can also, it's also non-committal. It's like it resets every 4 months because it's 3 sets a year. So you can take one set off and you can literally take a few months off and come back a few months later and try again. If you want to be at the top level, that's not true. But in other games, there's kind of like this ecosystem where you have to compete for like a year long to get there. But TFT even has like a compact, modular, built however you want to have your own competitive experience. It's actually extremely accessible. It's like one of the best things about the scene in general, and why I think it's going to outlive a lot of other games. It might not be as peak and hype as the other stuff, right? The flashes in the pan of like, oh my gosh, there's like Valorant Masters, but I do think that there's like strengths that we should fully embrace, and I think that's like a really good thing about the scene. I mean, contested heavyweight into top 4 is pretty good. Looks like the top 4 is extremely set. We have Kog'Maw, who looks like it's falling off. Radiant Archangel is not the item you want. It's Radiant Shojin, but he had Pandora, so he couldn't really pick what he wanted. He has Yasuo 3. I mean, this is basically just like what happens when you play Kog'Maw if you don't have any of the juicer setups. You're playing for this range, like 3 to 6 with Kog'Maw, and there's nothing wrong with that. He might sneak into top 4 though, depending on how his matchup is and whether or not, because he does have 3-star 3 costs, like all of them. He also has hard bargain, so he's been gaining some HP. And we'll see. One small note about what Clemou's doing that I like is he's putting Echo in the 3rd row. A lot of people who play Strategist Echo keep putting him in the front row. Hey, buddy. They keep putting Echo in the 2nd or 1st row. Oh, that's coffee. You can't have that yet. No drugs and no gambling until you're 3. Hello. How you doing? Mwah. He's so big, he's huge, man. Hmm? Can you say Papa? Can you say Abopa? What are you watching? You're watching TFT? All right. You going for a nap? Have a good nap. He's so verbal. Bye. He's so verbal whenever he's not with me, and then when he's with me on stream, he doesn't say anything. But he is a chatterbox. He was literally I learned it on the way up the stairs. He was just saying a bunch of words, and then he gets up here and he's like. TF2 with Noxious Trap should not be allowed. TF2 with Noxious Trap is really, really good. It's his best one, I think. We had that on our TFT Academy list, right? Although that's updated. Noxious Trap. Yep, Noxious Trap is insane. Set 35 world. You know it. You know it. I wish there were more tournaments besides trials and cups. There are. There are. Actually, I think what you're trying to say is you just want more opportunities to compete in TFT. But you have to remember that TFT has already a problem with almost too many tournaments going on. There's already like a lot. I guess what you say is you want tier 3 competition, because I'm not trying to put you on blast, Quelo, but you're like always barely missing trials, and I think what you want is a chance to compete, because you're just like you're usually like 50 to 100 LP right behind trials and the cups. And so you're saying you want a tier 3 layer of competition. And I would say that comes over time, but they need to make sure that tier 2 is good. I'm not trying to be mean. No, I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. Like what you want is tier, and that competition layer does exist, but it's not something that I think is the priority right now. Guys, I'm not trying to roast him. I'm not trying to roast him. I'm trying to say that I'm trying to understand where he's coming from. But I would say that there's right now so much competition that people in general have a hard time keeping track of. Like, people don't even realize how many tournaments there are in TFT. And I would say that most people who are playing right now at tier 2 and tier 1 feel like there's like too much going on. But don't worry, you're gonna get there. Also, honestly, I'm pretty sure if you just played on PC and not mobile, you would climb way more. What you guys don't know about this Quelo guy is that he climbs to like 700 LP GM on his phone. You guys don't even know, man. This guy is actually just playing with Rock League training weights. That's why he's missing trials, because he's playing on mobile. If he's Rock Lee, are you Gara? Me? I mean, if we're matched up in the same lobby, absolutely. This guy can't touch me. This dude needs to break his own body just to even crack through my defense. Damn, that I'm pretty sure that still is like either my favorite or second favorite moment from that series. Like Naruto has like a lot of great moments, but I'm pretty sure Rock Lee vs. Gaara is like top 2. Like I also think maybe my favorite moment might have been the Sasuke versus the Naruto fight when Sasuke left the village. Sorry, spoiler, but I think that was probably my favorite part of the entire thing. But the Chunin exam tournament was also pretty hype. The AMVs, oh man. I was actually watching. I was showing you guys some clips. There's a Chinese Naruto mobile game that basically is recreating scenes from the show, but doing in their own style, and it is unbelievable. It's just straight up cinematic masterpieces. They have like all these crazy fights and everything like that reimagined, and it looks straight up like straight up like Demon Slayer like level of gorgeous art. Link, I don't even know how to find it. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a Chinese Naruto mobile game only, and their cinematics are unreal. Okay, this is Vi 3 versus Smolder 3. But I'm pretty sure this guy is just capped too high because this is like low cap Malzahar since he couldn't find Malzahar 3. Wait. Oh, never mind. What happened to the Smolder got wrapped on? No, he got burned down by the Malzahar. Just kidding. Wow. Okay, but Sofa's going to 10. So like the thing is, Sofa has so much time to push levels. Like he's like losing, but he's been greeting, so it's totally fine. And then, man, you're telling me Malzahar is this good? Contested Malzahar 2-3. Heavyweight Seraphine, by the way. My favorite's been Pain Destroyed the Village. That was a pretty good one too. That was a pretty good one. That's I actually think Naruto peaked at the Pain arc, personally. I think the whole arcs after that was like not as good. I'm pretty sure the Pain arc was probably the best. I actually feel like they could have ended the show like right there. Like he saved the village, like he basically rescued the village from Pain, and then he becomes Hokage. The end. Like they could have actually just like sort of ended it right there, and it would have been fine. I mean, obviously there were loose plot points, but they could have actually just wrapped up the show right there and have been like, man, that is peak fiction. The war was like, it just felt a little bit too like Dragon Ball Z type things. Like, well, now here's an even greater threat that could destroy like everything, including time itself. It's like, okay. They need to finish the Akatsuki. Yeah, no, I'm saying if they could find, if they intentionally wrapped it up in that way, like that was the ending of the arc, they could have wrapped it up in that way. If they did choose to do that, I think that would have been perfect. I think, but obviously they needed to set up something else. So it's all good. I have rewatched Naruto so many times, but I always skip the war. Yeah. So basically we're basically at the Pain part. My wife and I have been watching Naruto, and we're basically like at the Pain arc where Jiraiya is infiltrating the village, which I mean, man, that was sad. Anyways, after that is like when the show peaks for me, and I think that's where we're gonna stop. Because like the thing that my responsibility, see, my wife is she didn't really grow up on anime. She's a white girl from Colorado, so she didn't really grow up on anime. Is this there? I think this he got to level 10, right, or level 9, roll down everything. He actually didn't even go to 10. He just rolled down to 9 to hit every entire board. Okay, well that's it then. I mean, heavyweight contested Darius 2-3 is pretty good. So she didn't. My wife never really grew up on anime, so my job is to like curate anime for her. So what I do is we watch the best of everything, but we just skip all the bad parts. So like we watch Death Note season 1, and then we just after something happens in season 1, I'm not gonna spoil it in case you never watched it. I literally say okay, and then from here, this is what happens, and then the show ends. Nothing, and I just like don't even let her watch the second season. And she's like, man, that's awesome. If you ask her, Death Note's her favorite anime ever. And so like we do that with every show. Like I basically like say like, okay, we're gonna skip this part, and then we're gonna only watch this part. So she only gets like the good. She only gets like the good shit. Does she like Demon Slayer? She thinks Demon Slayer is okay, but she can't get over how annoying some of the characters are. She really, 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 really hates Zenitsu. And she says that he sounds like a TFT streamer. She basically said like Zenitsu sounds like your average TFT streamer. So she's so annoyed anytime he's on stream or on the screen. He's so whiny and he's so horny, and he just like she just gets so frustrated every time he's on stream. But she likes everything else though. Yeah. Bro's just spamming one comp. He's a one trick. Yeah. I'd take a break from the show because Zenitsu was annoying. I mean, I heard Infinity Castle was amazing though. And also, surely it's worth watching, right? Is it one of those things I have to watch in theaters to get the good experience? Okay, let's go. Constipe. Can I actually spectate this game, or is it gonna crash? Let's see if we can catch the ending of EU here. It was good. Okay, it was good. The couple of arcs that set up for it, like the Swordsmith arc and the Hashira training, it was good. It all feels like it's like set up, right? Preamble for something, and like we're just like waiting. Because I watch Demon Slayer to Pog. You know, I'm not like here for some deep, meaningful, like profoundly insightful story. I'm not looking for some like mosaic exposition on the human condition. I'm here just to like chill and like watch some beautiful animation. Oh, I want to watch some demons get cut, you know? This is Revan spectating, by the way.
Creo que era un poco mejor.
Sorry, he's watch partying. This is so Revan and his Spanish streamers are just watching Odesza. Oh, he's watching Mad Lions Koi Odesza. Oh, he's playing Cooking Pot on the Buko. When has Demon Slayer ever had a deep story? Not that many not many deep stories. But what I'm trying to say is that I think that I don't expect much out of Demon Slayer, so I just watch it for fun. If you're Winwall Yasuo, what do you even itemize? Give him Infinity Edge, Giant Slayer, +1. Probably like Edge of Knight or Bastion Emblem, wherever like you can find. Basically, max out his crit. The only thing that sucks is you need to wait years for the second movie. That's okay, man. Set 16's coming out. I'm good. That'll hold me over for 4 months. And then Set 16 will be so good that Riot will be forced to invest billions of dollars more into TFT. And that'll hold us over for 2 more years. But then, inevitably, the next, quote, worst set of all time will release sometime between now and the next 2 years. And then Demon Slayer will be back, so I'll have time to watch that second movie. But then, because Riot invested billions into TFT, they have to make Set 24 really good, and then I'll be addicted to that again. And then the third movie will finally release, and the show will be over, and then I can finally die in peace. Just read the manga; it'll take you a couple of hours. Yeah, but the thing is, some shows, like, okay, reading the manga requires you to have an appreciation for the art form, as well as like the appreciation of the plot to some degree and the writing. I mean, you don't have to. You can just look at the manga for the visuals. The art's really beautiful. But like for the most part, I feel like the manga is good if you like care a lot about the story, and I really don't. I really don't care about the story. Not that the story is bad or anything like that, but just it's not like that important to me. There are some things I do care about the story though. There are some ones I care about the story, and so I feel like reading the manga is like a really good experience. Or if the manga is materially different. Oh, Odesza goes first. Or if the manga is materially different than the show, like the original Full Metal Alchemist did not have the same ending, and then they did Brotherhood, right? All right. Okay, so that's the end of that. We have Americas in 1.5 hours, so we can do this what we usually do. Let's refresh. Let's log on to EU. You guys will help me keep climbing in EU, right? We'll vote on augments. I think we are 200 LP from Challenger in EU. I mean, after watching some of these jabronis, how hard could it be? I'm just kidding. These guys are good. So, some of these guys in tier 2 are actually super cracked. I don't mean it. It's just jokes. Just jokes. All right, here we go. All right, who are the players that make it through? Kevin Parker, 26. Oh, man. We're waiting for the full refresh to see who gets through. Let me put a countdown timer for NA real quick. Give me a sec. NA, America Tac Cup Day 2 starts at 1.5 hours. All right. And then that is up. We'll get started that way.